I've got 2 cans of bug killer on my desk. I'm not even kidding.
All right, well, genocide it is then.
Yay.
Hello, everyone. Oh. It's fine. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to tonight's episode of Cult Fiction, the show where myself and a handful of other individuals of varying intellects and social statuses gather together.
You lost it.
You lost? You had it. No one even interrupted you this time.
Yep, it was just gone.
Fair enough.
Get into this. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to tonight's episode of Cult Fiction, the show where myself and a handful of other individuals of varying intellects and social statuses gather together via the internet to play some Dungeons and Dragons. Tonight, we gather for a session of intense theater of the mind, full of Elsie not having a battle map and lots of hard work on the player's part. We're missing Austin tonight, but I was hoping to actually try something a little new, and I think it's been a while since we've had more of a. Of course, we tend to have theater of the mind being a common thing, but I want to try to work on describing environments better. So hopefully that can put some better pictures in your head. All right. As we pick up tonight, well, we should probably do. Can you guys give a quick recap of what's going on generally overall and where we left off?
I think Zombie is the best recap because he saw literally everything.
So,
yeah.
Last session, I have my couple notes. Last session, how I was using some complex social engineering, aka acting like drunk and falling down a flight of stairs, was able to discover the location and how to get into the cult hideout. He basically meandered around, fitting in, dressed like a cultist back from his hometown. In there, he saw that there was around 30 to 60 cultists with room for growth. They're expanding. They're doing pretty well for themselves. Didn't get to see it all because it was kind of shut out, but we all staked out the joint while Howard social engineered his way around the entire compound. Then we all went back to pick up a ship, I believe, if I remember correctly, that we are borrowing legally this time. To go find some treasure. I think that about covers it.
Accurate, yeah.
Yeah, I think that's it. That was everything.
Of course, the Owls of Téagarthan have a lot of detail about them.
We're going to see the Grand Admiral Thorn.
Grand Admiral Corn?
But I mean the island of Thon.
Grand Admiral Corn?
Yeah, we're going to Thon, and we're meeting up with what's his face, the captain and the windswept.
Doono.
Yeah. Doono.
Captain Doono was an individual who you picked up on your
travels. We rescued.
Yes.
And we're meeting up with him.
To find some treasure.
Did meet up with him in our last session, where we left off. You guys were headed for the island of Thon. But if you guys wanted to get anything else done before you left the mainland, let me know now, because you did have a little bit of a window before you departed. If there's anything you want to do on N for a day at sea.
I can't really think of anything.
This isn't the island. Luca, is it which island again can we go for magic items and that kind of stuff?
Oh,
I'm
Okay.
drawing a blank here.
the-
I know you told me, or someone told me, but I do not remember.
I guess that really depends. Inn and Fae would have some. Fae might have more because that's where the arcane studies are kind of centered on, and Aya is where I have my own little magical project being worked on by
Okay.
someone studied in
I don't know if
that
I
kind
don't,
of
I don't know if I can hear
kind of
this.
creation.
What
If I
about
could, I would definitely ask what kind of magical product. I don't know if we're in this conversation or not, but
I mean, I assume we're doing this. I'm asking this like openly. More like stabs, like arcane focuses, stuff like that.
I would say Fae.
Okay,
Fae would have that. That's where
that's gonna be tough to get to. All right.
yes. But with that festival, festival of the correct me if I'm wrong, I'll see. Festival of the Moon? No.
What was that?
What's the festival that's coming up? I'm blanking on it.
It's the Festival of the Fae, also known sometimes as the High Moon Festival.
Yeah.
Um,
Uh,
although that is
it's
calendar.
high moon.
Time's moving. You may not even be there for the festival itself. It's a day-long festival that stretches into the night. The first half is held on the island of N, and the latter half is held on Fae.
well, it would be easiest to get onto Fae during the Festival of the High Moon, and that's that's where you would be able to buy something of that nature. I would
Excuse my sounds of bug homicide.
Nope. That's where I would assume you'd be able to buy an arcane focus, but I don't think any shops would be open at night, selling that kind of thing. They might be, but certainly if you're able to stay till the next day, I'm sure you'd be able to find something.
Let's see what we have. Okay, that is all. If there's nothing really here, then I'm good to go.
Yeah. Elsie, how many in-game days until the Festival of the High Moon? I know we saw people setting up for it, but
So today is the 20th as you're departing.
okay.
Right, because yeah, you arrived
Yeah.
on the 19th, stayed the night, went to the homesick human in the morning, around dawn, and closer to like morning slash midday, you met up with Doono on the 20th and started sailing out. It's going to be about 21 hours to get there to Thon. The festival takes place tomorrow. So it's the 21st, also the first day of autumn.
Okay. So we might not have time to.
Oh, that gets to the end of it.
We might
Well-
if we move
Also,
quickly.
what sort of projects did you say we're working on?
I have a cloak that's being fashioned, but it's been a long time in the making, and hopefully,
I assume it does something special. If you have it being infused.
I guess I don't understand the question.
I said it must be able to do something special if you're getting it crafted by someone who can make items magical.
It's the hide of a rare beast, and maybe it will have helpful qualities.
Okay, well that's interesting. All right. I guess. I mean, I got nothing else. So I guess if we're just sailing,
That's found me.
I think I know how to sail right now, right?
Yeah.
I
Efficiency.
do know how to sail right now.
Doono is currently at the at the wheel, if you will, manning the ship. I remember last time most of you expressed interest in learning about water vehicles and spending some
Yeah.
time working toward a proficiency in that.
That's what Hal had
Yes.
expressed interest in.
Especially since we had that question about how does learning from yourself work.
Yeah.
Um,
I know Chimeras has no want to learn. So
and you were making a common healing potion, is that right? Or
yeah, I wanted to start doing that. Yeah.
okay. If you take materials for that within a day, you can have one.
All right.
Um,
I mean, I
as
have the
this is-
materials already.
yeah, this is a day of downtime, so.
All right, yeah.
However, and there are some things as we're going along. Primarily, Duno will spend the first couple hours teaching you the basics. It's not too difficult once you get a hang of it, but the further out you're going, the more you have to account for larger waves and more unnatural winds or harsher winds, to say the least. It is, again, just as familiar to you as you hear the flowing winds of Téagarthan that give you just flashbacks to Greenest with those dragon wings and how terrifying it was. But, it's never anything hostile. It's just this strange wind pattern.
You're already trying to traumatize us like 5 minutes into the session.
Feeling a bit of vertigo.
Um, Duno's going to clear his throat. So I understand you want to get here quickly, if possible.
Yeah.
Festival. All right. Well, I can't work for, 20 some hours straight. So I will hand it off to one of you at some point, and you'll be responsible for taking her in.
I can probably be that.
If we could get some people on the oars, that would be great. Make sure we could keep this moving at a fast pace.
Give me 10 minutes and I got you 4.
All right.
Or 3, sorry. No, yeah, 4. I can get 4 hours rowing in 10 minutes.
Impressive.
Sounds good.
I'll take one.
Yeah, I can help out.
We don't have that many oars, but
How many oars we got?
What type of ship is this?
it's a smaller ship. It's like a keelboat, but there are oars, just not as many.
How many in total?
Right between 4 and 6.
I'm gonna start casting. How big is this boat?
Probably not very large. I mean,
Not
Like-
too large.
Would Martin sink it?
Nah, I mean this is sturdy. It's
still a
meant to hold-
ship.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna start casting Unseen Servant, and then once that's done, I'm going to release Martin out.
Very nice. That is something you can accomplish. Good. Okay. Alright. Cool. All right, getting some people on the oars. Haven't stepped away for a second, but doing turns. Right.
He
Well,
did say he was going to take one of the oars before he went away.
yes. Well, for those of us who can, I would recommend a quicker meditation tonight, and we can get there for we can get there pretty quickly with more hands. So
Yes. Meditation.
I'll put my back into it too. Don't worry.
Also, once Unseen Servant's done being casted, I'm also going to use Mage Hand.
Unseen Servant, Mage Hand, Martin,
Martin and me.
Luca, Chimeros, and
If there's not any more oars
Chiron
or
will
anything
hop
for
on
me
the
to
oar.
do, yeah, Chiron probably did. I
Yeah.
can probably like adjust the sails or something,
Okay. All right.
so we're not like sailing directly into wind, or like if the wind's behind us, move the sails. So use the best advantage of the sails.
Although Chimeros, it's going to be difficult to you can't make a potion and row at a fast pace.
That's fair. I forgot the potion then.
I
Okay.
can help row if needed.
Right, I mean, there is only one oar, so it's between the two of you.
You got this.
All right. So Chimeros is left rowing. Hal, what are you doing for the day of downtime you have?
Probably gonna keep learning how to pilot a sea vessel. Get to know our captain a little bit more.
Okay.
Probably annoy him a lot, but that's not my intention.
He's got quite a boisterous personality. Once you start to talk with him, he's got a hint of personality in there.
I'm just gonna get him to
What?
start talking about, the adventures he's been on. This, I'm sure, you've seen a lot. How did you end up in the middle of the oceans?
Well, like I said, my crew did mutiny me,
That's
and
right.
yes, they booted me off my own ship.
That's
Bastards.
right. Yeah. And maybe you'll get your ship back one day. Who knows?
I would sure hope. Thing cost a fortune. It wasn't my fortune, but it cost a fortune.
To somebody out
Yes.
there. Well, maybe if we split this treasure, you can hire some guys to take it back.
Well,
Or get a new
that's the
vessel.
plan, isn't it? Or a new vessel. It was a galley, though.
Nice vessel.
Mm.
I'm assuming. My
I know
knowledge
It was at
is
one point.
my knowledge is
Yeah.
more limited to operation.
I know nothing.
No, galleys are large ships.
Yeah.
Very.
She was a beaut. And then we trashed her. But,
That
it's
is
home.
how it goes.
It was home. I'm not really liking reliving these glory days, if you will. The not so good memories are coming up too.
Fair
You
enough.
know.
Fair enough. So let's talk future then. Or present. How did you find out about this treasure over here?
Make a persuasion check.
Persuasion. You're talking to the right dude for persuasion.
So that's our bard.
Mhm.
Gonna get like a 6.
That is the
I don't think
lowest
he
I can
physically
roll.
can.
No, 6 is the lowest.
Hmm.
That's gonna be a 21.
All right. Well, fuck it. There was an individual who we came across in a transaction a while back, and
Sure.
let's just say he was willing to part with some information regarding an expedition of his own. And, well, he told me a great tale.
Yeah, that seems fair. The main reason I ask is to know if your crew, former crew, sorry about that, knows about this as well, and if we can expect them to be there.
Well, there's a chance, but I guarantee you they won't know everything.
That's fair, but don't really like surprises. And,
I did make a copy of the map. You have one. But,
they have the other.
not if they don't
Well,
find it.
if they are there, maybe we can get your ship back earlier than we thought.
I don't know if I really want to see them, frankly.
Does
Well,
this
then let's hope they're
vessel?
not there yet.
I don't. Out of character, does this vessel have any sort of weaponry, or is it just like?
I think it's one, right?
It would, I think. It's a kill boat.
Ah,
Which
so it
is
has
a fair point. You have two options. You could stick with the ballista that is on there by default. Um, or there's a chance you could have some weaponry from the Nautica.
Oh. I think you muted
You are
Evan.
muted, Evan.
Oh no, I just wasn't talking loud
Oh.
enough.
Oh. Well, when you say it like that, that's interesting, but I don't know what that means.
Refuses to elaborate.
Yeah, fuck you, I'm
And
going
he's
home. Like, that sounds interesting, but like, I don't know what that really entails.
What were the options?
So you could have weapons from the Navy, or you could send a ballista. And I was like, well, that sounds great. I just don't know what that means. Oh, it's a cannon.
Albert the Blackweight,
Oh.
this ship.
There is an arcane powered cannon. That is
Eldritch cannon, go burr.
correct.
I mean,
The
I don't know
Nautica
that
does
much
have
about.
access to these.
I don't know too much about seafaring weapons, but that sounds badass.
Probably rare for a keelboat, but you know.
Yeah, most of these things are only armed with ballistas because they're light and nimble and can spin.
It would probably sink the damn thing, to be fair. But if it would probably slow your pace, so you'd have to compensate. Like it wouldn't do too much, but it would have a small impact. So if you want more potent firepower,
Will this be instead of the ballista or on top of
yes,
the ballista? Okay.
it would be instead of the ballista. The ballista would be a faster pace, but a little less
Damage.
frontal damage.
I mean,
Yeah.
I'm sure we could figure out how to make fire arrows for the ballista.
We do have a lot of alcohol.
I can make fire.
I have 2 gallons.
I
of
can
ale.
brew.
Both me and Hal can easily make fire.
And I have a flask full of oil.
Yeah.
So,
Flaming ballista arrows it is.
That sounds like fun.
right, so ballista
Uh,
over cannon.
Yes, but while we're traveling, can I figure out how to make firebolt ballista?
For sure. Yeah.
Like, well, because I'm just adjusting sails, so that's not something that needs to be done constantly, I suppose.
Yeah, it is actually pretty straightforward. If you can dip projectiles into oil.
And I have oil,
and
so
yeah.
I'll just like hang the flask by the ballista, so wherever the loading mechanism is, I'm gonna still keep it close in case we like hit heavy waves or something. But just like with the hook, put it on the near the projectiles. I'm sure there's a place to rest it or something.
Yeah, for sure.
I have a feeling that probably Luca would be the best person with this, but I don't know. I don't exactly know.
Just a giant crossbow, right?
Yes. You should be pretty familiar with it, although out of character, siege weapons count as ranged weapons, therefore I get sneak attack.
He's
Damn it.
he's not wrong. I mean, like, he's not.
Can't keep getting away with this.
It's actually, I'm not even kidding, like that's in the rule book.
Yeah. Yeah, it's an actual thing. He's not wrong at all.
Can you hunter's mark a ship?
It counts as a ranged weapon, so
A ship, according to D&D Beyond, a ship is a
Is
gargantuan
it a creature?
vehicle. I mean, you can 100 mark one poor person on a ship.
That poor
just
person, though.
fuck that guy in particular.
Yeah, fuck that guy. That singular guy. Fuck him. Like, he can go fuck himself.
Okay, so it just treats the ship as a creature for the purpose of a stats block. It doesn't actually
Yeah, for a
consider it
stat block, it's
creature.
not actually.
Yeah, it counts as a vehicle.
Okay, well that's dumb.
But the weapons are count as just ranged weapons. Like siege weapons don't. It still gets sneak attacks for some reason.
I feel like there's some leniency with Hunter's Mark.
It says creature.
That's fair. It's about tracking something.
Yeah. It's more about tracking than anything.
It's hard to track through water.
But you're tracking a much larger target.
I have another question for. I'm assuming we're on the boat now
Yeah,
and moving. Okay.
yeah.
I have a question for everyone.
Go for it.
If we want to slow down pace for about, I don't know, 10 minutes, we can all theoretically breathe underwater for about a full day.
I mean, we don't really need to do that now, but maybe once we get to the coastline.
I mean, I could just cast it now where there's no issues.
I can take over rowing too.
I could also take over if you want to cast it. The spell is fine.
I mean, we would just be down 2 hands because it'd be me and my mage hand would be occupied.
I can replace your mage hand.
Well,
Yeah.
is that a concentration spell?
Oh no, mage hand isn't actually.
But we'd still be down one row.
We'd still be down 1. So if someone wants to take up an extra, or we could do that.
But you can't cast another spell while you're casting a spell. Mage hand lasts a minute. So you'd have to spend the
fair.
time.
Just to
yeah.
keep casting. Yeah. All right, I can replace your mage hand and row. So that way
Yeah.
I have my own hand. In case we get under attack, I mean, being able to breathe underwater seems very useful.
Yeah, exactly. From our previous encounters, it might be smart to do. So with that, I'm gonna drop Mage Hand and start casting.
I'll replace mage hand, I suppose.
I'm gonna start casting Water Breathing.
All right. Cool. 10 minutes, you're able to get that off, no problem. You guys are traveling along. It's a little difficult to concentrate on casting the spell because Blaze is currently pawing at your leg as you're going. Um,
I'm going to pick him up, put him in my lap, and then continue casting.
fair enough. Um, that's enough for him.
I
Yeah.
figured that is. If you want animal handling, I will do it.
Yeah, why not?
Alright.
Let's do an animal handling. This is a good time for that.
Favorite for the gods. Never. That's a 14. That's a 14. That's a 14.
There, guy. If you're gonna ask for the god's favor for a dog,
It is.
For fox.
It is a fox. Get your animals right, sir. He should be treated with respect. He has been through a lot
he has been through a lot.
in his little life he's had so far.
It's okay.
that
Chiron
part
took
of
him to give him a
Canada?
safer life.
What was that?
That is true. I think. Not really sure how safe his life is anymore, but like
Doesn't seem that safe.
Fine.
I
That's
don't know what you're
very
talking
true.
about. His life seems
no.
perfectly safe to me.
Foxes are part of Canada.
Hold on, what? You're saying
Canada,
words, sir? I do not know what that means.
It's
Dog
the
family.
family that includes dogs.
Are they actually?
Yeah,
They're more like
Canada
they're more
is
like
the
dogs.
biologic family of dog-like carnivores.
Oh, that shit. That's actually kind of dope. Didn't even think about that.
Puppy.
But they fall under vulpines. They're just, so
Weird.
as you yeah. Sorry to go like biologist on you, but I was like, I thought they were close to dogs.
You're a biologist?
Yeah,
I studied a lot of
in a
biology.
way.
It's I
Blazes?
studied I focused on fish, but yes.
He's a fisherman.
Blaze is growing too.
Wait, are you the weatherman?
Soon may the weatherman come.
Oh,
Yeah, he's about the
Hey,
size of your
guys.
lap now.
It's a big dog. Big fuck.
yeah, he's a big boy.
All right. Okay. You're able to get the spell off. How many people can you target? Or how many creatures can you target?
It is, I believe,
8?
10.
10.
I think. Wait, the spell grants up to 10 willing creatures you can see within range the ability to breathe underwater until the spell ends. Affected creatures can also retain their normal mode of respiration, and the duration is 24 hours.
So you've got who are you targeting? You got you, Theo, Hal,
Hal,
Chiron, Luca,
Luca,
Doono, Blaze, Balboa can
Balboa.
kind of fly, but Balboa.
No, since Balboa and I'm gonna look at Theo here and go, since Balboa and
Commodore.
Commodore, thank you. I don't know why I'm always drawing a blank on his name. Can fly, I'm not gonna include them into this.
Alright. I mean,
Is
if there's extras, then go for it. But
If there is, which is why I'm gonna say this now to everybody, I'm about to finish casting water breathing, and I have all the humans here and Blaze. I say humans relatively. And Blaze here. Is there anything else, any creature here I do not know about that I cannot see that I should put water breathing on?
Shoot, I think I brought my my pet.
You did take Aerith. Although you wouldn't be allowed to have animals in the homesick human
I
in
didn't
the
go
lower levels at
yeah, he
least.
didn't go in.
Yeah. Oh, you did go in for a second. But Hal's the only one who went down to the lower levels, and he didn't have an animal. So, I mean, you guys were
Yeah.
good.
Poor Buck.
See,
I need Buck back.
Yep. Okay, so I do have someone that or something that might benefit from water breathing. I'm just gonna present.
wait, hold on, wait, give me a second.
Oh, you want?
Sorry, wait.
Do you have a picture?
No, I actually don't, but I don't have you up here either because I have it currently. Oh,
Sorry, I was eating.
oh, okay. Sorry.
Didn't want to show us.
Also, by the way, Austin said something in chat. I don't know if anyone saw that. In
I
private.
definitely did not see
I
that.
did
Hey,
see
sorry
the-
guys. I've been working to replace my dad's radiator before the end of the night, just hoping it doesn't have more problems after it ran hot.
That's fun.
Yeah. At least
Fireboy
he said something, man.
Mighty
Fireboy
unfortunate.
come home.
Fireboy, no. Can I
Okay,
cast
sorry. I was
Greater Summon to summon Austin?
summon player. It's a ninth
Please
level
make that.
spell.
Oh my god. It's a 9th level spell. It's called Wish. Imagine
Anyway,
someone
sorry.
did that. I wish that said player was here.
Keep in mind, anytime your camera is off, it fully disappears from the stream now. So
Gotcha.
I'm sorry, I
That's-
don't believe in cameras. They're not real.
I can't see him.
I can't see.
like it's cool. Just note that that's what's happening. Anyway, I'm sorry. That was a total interruption. Go for it.
How dare you?
Oh yeah. The pet. Yes.
So you have a pet.
Yes. See if I can
Okay.
find the picture. Yes, this is it. All right, this is the best picture I could find of what I think Aerith looks like. I'm posting it in the players only chat.
That is not as expecting.
A hamster?
A wild hamster.
It's a
Wait, wait, wait.
Chigartha pig. It's a Chigartha pig.
Garthan pig.
Like, are you basically being like, here he is?
Like, yeah, I just like took it out of like a breast pocket and just presenting it.
I'm going to immediately look over it. And by the way, real quickly, I'm gonna give a brief description. Martin's appearance has changed.
Oh,
He is now a pure white python with red eyes. He's albino now, basically.
When did you become albino?
That happened when this transformation happened.
Oh, okay.
He is, it changed to like radiant light kind of thing. Yeah.
Exactly.
He-
Yeah. You can change whatever.
Yeah. I'm going to immediately look over at Martin and just go no, and that's all I'm gonna say at him.
No.
Did you?
oh no.
Oh no.
Oh,
It's gonna look at Commodore.
They are natural predators.
Exactly.
Yeah, I'm gonna look at Commodore and just give him a shake of the head. He'll be fine.
And then I'm
He'll-
going to
he'll
look back
actually-
at Luca and go, "What the fuck is that thing?" Because it is tiny, and I bet you every other animal in this boat wants to eat it.
No, Commodore doesn't eat food, so he'll be okay. But
Except for
just out of
okay,
character.
Martin's gonna want to
Kelsey,
eat it.
Why?
Blaze is standing now too.
Blaze, no. I'm gonna look down at Blaze and go, "No."
I'm just gonna look at Luca and be like, "Have you had that the whole time?" Like,
How long has it been with us?
I had picked him up this morning.
okay, because all I remember is
Okay.
instinctively fighting to the death in a spider lair. I was
Yeah,
really hoping it wasn't there for that.
I don't think she would have survived the acid.
Yeah,
No.
I was the only one who did. So.
I really don't think it would have.
Yeah, she's a little fragile.
Okay, so
It's
now I
not-
gotta
it's not-
keep an eye on both
it's
of
not-
these guys.
This is not the ranger companion I was expecting.
Fucking
Kelsey,
goodness.
why? Why did you
I
let
gave
this
you a list of Téagarthan options, and you were like, this one.
This one.
This one.
I don't remember this conversation.
This one shall be my pet.
Like a fine addition to my collection.
Oh, fuck, I hate it, but I love it.
Oh. Téagarthan pigs are pretty cool, though. I mean, you have the stat sheet. They're
Yeah.
not totally incompetent, just mostly.
What language do they speak?
Does it speak a language?
Does it? I don't think so.
How do you know?
All right, so we got 1,
It
2,
speaks Draconic.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I would have just 10 if I include
Yeah, go for it. I mean, well, there's no need not. There is not to.
Balboa and Commodore.
I don't actually know if he needs to breathe, but
How intelligent does it look?
Right? Yeah, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, 9, 10. Yeah, that would be exactly 10 if I'm not counting Martin, who I'll just turn into a staff.
Works out.
works out, I guess.
Okay.
That'd be just 10. All right, so I'm gonna cast on everyone except for Martin.
I didn't realize what this would look like until now.
So now I'm paying attention to both Martin and fucking Blaze to not eat this goddamn pig.
This
I'm
poor
just gonna
dirty
keep
game.
Aerith in my pocket.
That's probably smart. I'm sorry, Luca. This is we have a giant
How
fucking snake
smart
in a
is Aerith?
box.
What's
You
the intelligence
decided.
going?
I don't
could-
know why I thought this was a good idea.
I mean,
I mean, he's your pet. Like, there's really nothing. I understand, considering I think I own out of right now. No, I think I own the most pets that we all know of.
I guess I figured she might be useful for scouting around the building, and then well, she's here now, so
That's fair, and
That's fair. That's totally
you
fine.
know, understandable. But yeah, we got like okay.
All right then.
Are we ready?
Guess someone's ready as I will be.
Yeah, I'm as ready as I'll be.
She probably would have done some defense mechanisms.
Just fucking spread out the legs and just let out an oink, I guess.
That's up to you, Evan. I don't know what you've trained her to do.
Yeah, I don't really know
Yeah.
what pigs do.
well, I don't.
It's more a
know
hamster
if-
than a pig. Like
she
it's like
never left my hands,
Guinea
so I think she would have been fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you might have seen a puff of smoke.
What?
What? Don't worry about it.
Do we
Probably
all
would've-
notice this puff of smoke?
he vanishes in a puff of smoke. I'm concerned.
Luca, I have a
My
question.
man
Does,
got a
you-
fucking blink pig.
does your pig know how to breathe fire?
Not fire.
It knows how to breathe though.
She knows. Yeah,
Yes.
can breathe.
That would have been a big problem if she couldn't.
Yeah, I don't know what I would do if that were the case, but
You would not have a pet.
I would not have a pet. Yeah, it's quite simple, really.
It's quite simple. You know exactly what happened. You wouldn't have a pet.
Um, but no, she can. She knows a little bit of illusion.
I swear to God, if this is just like a fucking druid wild shaped, I'm gonna scream.
Not again.
Not again.
Not again. Yeah, not again.
LC might be hiding things from me.
That may have already happened at one time.
I see it happening again, like 110%.
Anyway, how's sailing go?
Wait, how's what?
The
Sailing.
sailing.
Sailing. Yeah, no, you guys been going on perfectly fine. It's a pretty smooth day at sea. All things considered, though the wind is whipping up above, every so often. Again, there's that storm that's gone and passed over, or it was originally just like pure rain clouds that passed over Eonis and Fae. But a bit of a storm kind of began to brew. And as the further you get away from it, you see that it passes over the isles. Yeah. Nothing too crazy. You're probably hold on, let me actually, do I have the map around here? Evan, do you have the map?
Let's see if I have it in my player files.
If not, I'll pull it.
If not, it'll be in the Téagarthan doc. I think it's at the end.
Let me see if I can.
Yeah, it's there.
Players chat. Here we go. Oops.
All right. It is. Oh,
What? There we go.
you found it?
Yeah. So what I just sent is the sort of general map of Téagarthan. If you're looking, east is basically the north of these isles. Kind of throws the standard out the window. But Eonis is the eastmost, so it's the highest on the map, and Thon is the westmost, so it's the lowest on the map. So you do have a bit of a journey. Like I said at the end of our last session, you've traveled through that spot between Aia and Kov and have gone down. At this point, you'd be passing along the coastline, if you will, of Pai. It's interesting. You can see inland. There's a lot more vegetation here. It is tropical, but also you can tell a lot of this is farmland. You can sense that this island and probably parts of Thon are where the majority of food comes from on the Isles. There are some kind of are there mountains on this island? I forget. I know Thon has some mountains. I presume Pi does have, at the very least, hills.
Pi is more mountainous as well.
It's okay, cool, thank you.
Yeah. Who's called?
I have a full list of the geography of these isles, and I'm not sure if anyone really cares enough. But
Refer to them too and ask about it.
yes. But you do pass the coastline here again. There's not really a place to pull up on these islands. There's cliff faces that are just tall and rocky, and you get the sense that it would make sense for erosion to have, leveled them out over however long it's been, but for some reason they stand all the same. The water crashes up against them. passing these islands, you might see maybe a couple of wood elves kicking back, hanging their feet over the cliffside and looking out over the water. Give a wave as you pass. As further you push along, see there's fishing ships from Aia that have traveled out to deeper waters. See one of them traveling south, one of them traveling westward towards Thon. A pair of them that have met up on the water. And trade ships passing in the far distance.
So respectfully keep our distance.
So you keep traveling through the day, you pass a pod of dolphins and move along. A handful of other aquatic creatures and things that the temperature of the water changes. So you move along, just a hint. It's hard to tell from the sea foam flying in your face. But I digress. As you travel down these magic isles, there is a great distance between Thai and Thon. A very long bridge covers the gap, being held aloft with arcane magic and pillars, but mostly arcane magic. A lot of the pillars have been destroyed with time.
Do they just pillars? Do they just not fix the pillars ever? I guess this would be to Luca. Do they just keep repairing with magic? Like, do they never structurally fix these pillars, or just?
They don't really need to with the magic. It's simpler, I guess.
I mean, it just feels like you're one angry mage away from losing your bridge entirely.
They might have some sort of magical protection.
Yeah, most likely that would make sense.
Just one way to find out real quick.
I got dispel magic.
Oh, I guess that works too.
That's what I mean. I feel like you're one angry mage away from losing all bridge.
I guess they'd rather use magic than try and employ labor for that.
I suppose. I guess it's cheaper,
Well, yes, and
easier.
yeah, the labor would probably come in the form of half elves, and I guess they decided they'd rather just use magic.
So. I don't know. Just thought about that while we were passing by.
I didn't design it.
I mean, yeah, that makes sense.
Well, why
If you
not? Why didn't you design it?
Because it's not part of the high nobility, I guess. I don't know.
Well, I'm
God.
new.
Why aren't you like your older brother who can design a bridge?
But
Stop
Alright.
pestering me, Mom. Just go play with
Why
the other
can't-
kids.
Why can't you be like your brother and be a bridge builder?
Hey, at least
No,
you
you-
grew up with a mom.
You had to go to military school.
At least you
Anyway.
grew up with a mom.
Only a mom.
Hey, you had a mom at some point.
I never met my mom yet. And I was very young when the unfortunate happened.
Yeah, I had a pretty happy childhood, not gonna lie.
Same.
Says the killer.
But I'm not a killer.
I'm joking.
Not really. I mean, not exactly. I guess we all like you killed many more people than I have.
I've never killed a single person in my life.
That was Tharnak.
I'm gonna.
Darn it.
You know,
changed
I
my
would-
name, so it's
Exactly.
fine
He
now.
gets it.
I would ask for a second opinion, but they're a bit too dead to give that opinion.
Sounds like dissociative behavior.
I don't know who you're talking about here. Definitely
Yeah,
isn't
I
me.
think you're right.
Who are you gonna ask? The horse?
No, I was gonna ask that poor young Hellraiser.
Who?
Exactly.
No, like actually?
Hellraiser prisoner. Hellraiser prison guard.
Oh, I killed you. He can go away.
Wait, that I killed? Hold on a
No,
second.
No, that
I killed him.
one
I
dude
know.
transporting up two prisoners. Or like, hey, no, not you. You didn't kill anybody. Not that I know of.
I was quoting him. He
No.
admitted that he
I
killed
killed somebody? I've never
said-
killed anybody.
You just said you killed some.
Who?
Dude,
Definitely
deceived.
not me.
Even before me, because I wasn't a killer, I might have stolen a few things, but that's not as bad as, human sacrifices.
I don't know what you're talking about. Never killed a single soul.
Sure. Anyway, I'm gonna go back to rowing.
How
Mark.
about midday? A voice comes. Uh, hello again. We have a new report for you regarding events that occurred last night.
Oh, I can't hear this, but I'm just curious.
Go for it.
If you recall correctly, the Harpers that were sent in your stead following the cult of the dragon on their journeys northward were able to find a strange occurrence in this swamp. We have gathered some information regarding this, and well, the words are difficult. You sent us a report discussing the potential for our people to find a castle in the swamp. That
Yes.
is what they found. At night, they discovered this place. They've decided to scout it out for a day. As we speak, they're patrolling the perimeter, and well, I predict we'll know more about it by tomorrow, but just hoping to inform you of what's been happening in your stead. Have you any news to report?
Working with the Harpers here to handle the rising cold presence. They're quite large. I meander on their base for a while in plain sight. Looks like we got a work cut out here.
Report handed off to them. Oh,
Huh? Sorry?
someone say something else.
No.
No.
Oh,
Okay. Report handed off to them. Kinda thank you for your service, and we look forward to exchanging information tomorrow.
Understood. Good luck.
You as well. Um, okay. as we progress through the day, you're all taking this time, accomplishing your various tasks that you set out to do, which is pretty much all the same, learning to sail. It does come from afternoon to evening, and finally to night, as you're sailing out on what's practically the open ocean at this point, with that bridge lit in the night, just enough to give you a guide to the island. Night's approaching. Is there anything you guys want to do? Or
Let's see here.
I'm gonna explore the inside of the ship. How does the ship have like an interior? I know like Neil boats normally do have like a cabin, but
yeah, I believe there should be a lower level. What's up? Oh, actually, wait a minute. Well, this is a little different than the. Yeah, we actually had this one before. Okay, there is there is a sort of back cabin room. Keelboat. There's the sail in the center of it. Your ballista up front. Yeah, I mean, it's wheel out back. Yeah. I guess it wouldn't look exactly like this, but you would have a frame of reference here, I suppose. The hint. There'd probably be a small space for cargo, space
I'm
for storing.
just gonna look around, see if I see anything interesting.
This is a Harper ship, so make an investigation check.
I know. Investigation. See how I do. That is a 25. 19 plus 6.
Okay. Yeah. You actually find a few loose boards, some false floors, places where things can be hidden. You do find actually one of them has a small pouch in it, with a string tied around it. Hear the jingling of coins.
Okay, I'll probably leave it for the Harpers just in case, but
Okay.
I'm not gonna steal from the Harpers per se, but just looking around.
Yeah. It looks like there's a lot of places to hide things discreetly. There's nothing that jumps out at you immediately. Like there's different, you know, flags to put up on the sails. There's, replacements for gear. Uh, the essentials to have a ship, basically. But also a lot of area for smuggling. There's enough room for, people to be smuggled in here as well. Yeah.
Alright,
But it looks
good
like
to know.
most of the stuff is cleared out from the previous. From whatever previous missions there've been. Yeah. But you get a feel for the ship.
Nice, good to know. Because we ever need to use any of it.
Hmm. Was there anything in particular you were looking for at all, or was that it?
Nope, just getting a lay of the land.
Okay.
Seeing
Yeah,
like
you're
what might be useful. Fine.
pretty confident, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Evening approaches. What are the lot of you doing? Now that, evening is here, night is here, and the sun's gone down. Doono's gonna try to get some rest at one point.
I was gonna sit and kind of stargaze. Maybe start drawing it in his journal. Just enjoying the weather. Like he hasn't spent enough time out on the ocean already.
gonna be chilling.
Dude, I got nothing else to do, so I guess Dio can't trance like the rest of these people other than talking about us.
I can't translate.
I know. So
Can't either.
yeah. So I guess sleep. I mean, if it's getting nighttime,
Mhm.
I'll see if Duno needs to have me take over first. Before you take over for him first.
If you're gonna be out for 8 hours,
But like
Then-
before I go out for 8 hours. Sail while Duno trances before like 4 of them.
yeah, I could take a 4-hour trance. It's be a lot better to have you handle this for a short while, unless you're tired.
I mean, I can't trance, but I can also sleep throughout the multiple next shifts. So
Right. If you want to take this first bit, I'll go for a trance. Just should be simple. You're not gonna have to worry about running into anything.
Yeah,
There's
you
a
look-
bridge right there. And
pretty open. And I do know how to sail. So
yeah, so do your friends here a little bit
I'll
now.
ask for help if I need it.
Perfect.
Not to him.
He goes and gets a rest in.
Alright. Do I need to do anything or just sail?
Get some
Um,
rest.
You're proficient with water vehicles, right?
Yes.
4 hours pass, no problems, no rolls needed.
Had in a straight line.
Yeah. It's nothing crazy. Even I don't know what pace you're going at. If are you guys going down to sleep or
I'm probably gonna stay up for a bit and then go to bed.
Hal will probably sleep at some point, but he's just gonna chill. Maybe play some music as well.
Luke is gonna go ahead and go below deck and trance, and then play with and train Aerith a little bit.
all right? What would you like to train Aerith to do?
I think I would like to add I'm gonna try and get her to use prestidigitation to let's see what the limits are on that, because I forgot.
Yep.
Just to make the appearance of a shower of sparks. Let's see if I can get her to do that on command.
Go and make an animal handling check for me.
Okay. Let's see here.
Should be good at that, right?
Well, yes, but really,
you would think.
yeah. One might assume, and they would be wrong. That's a natural one.
Um,
Oh.
she's trying very hard. But she spent the majority of them blowing smoke in Blaze's face, and then stopped being able to do it over time.
Why was Blaze there? Why was I doing that in front of Blaze?
Because I was still out there and Blaze is with me right now.
Probably would have got rid of him that way.
Yeah, because Blaze is chilling with me for right now.
That one, man. I don't know what you want me to do.
Bro, just like get good.
Aerith dies. The end. Boom. No,
Oh,
Campaign ends.
Do we?
that's actually just the entire campaign.
Yep.
It dies, the world explodes. She was the thing holding it all together.
Yep.
The whole world was being held together by one gerbil.
Martin comes down.
That gerbil was actually a god fooling with us.
Yep. Now that's
With Elsie's campaign, I wouldn't be surprised at the same time.
Never.
Did you decide that there was anything special about? Oh, well, never mind. Never mind. No. Who knows? I don't know. You don't know? Never
I don't think anyone knows.
mind. No one knows.
What is an Aerith?
A god, apparently.
The
Confirmed.
being that holds the world together.
Like Atlas, but smaller.
Yes.
Some god watching us favorite character.
Um,
They kill off Eric, they kill us off.
yeah. Aerith is having some trouble. She hasn't been on the sea before, and trying to balance and manage defense mechanisms and have it on command and strange predators that she's seen. It's all a bit much, and it's a bit difficult to get this to work tonight. So she tries to just go back and cuddle up.
What is the Earth Defense Systems? Who are your leaders?
What
Perhaps
are the
another time.
nuclear codes?
Yeah.
Secretly, all that she knows is just the nuclear codes.
Yeah.
Damn.
Uses prestidigitation to make a very small mushroom cloud within a 10-foot square. 10-foot cube.
You
Well,
actually do? Are you actually doing that?
No, I can't do that.
Good, because I can. I just snap my fingers and do it.
Just show off.
Yeah.
I'm just taking it as a learning moment.
Dude's just gonna sail until his shift is over. He's gonna think of home.
All right. So Doono and Luca are trancing. Okay. Do you down there doing that? Luca, it's a little difficult for you as occasionally Blaze will paw at you.
No, I don't have any food.
Sniffs at your breastplate and, you know, pokes his head around, just being curious.
I'm gonna have Balboa go get him, because I am trying to keep an eye on him too.
All right, Chiron himself is going to go down.
Okay.
Right. None for you. Picks him up and walks the other way.
He's
Sorry.
cute, but not cute enough to eat my pet.
Understandable.
I don't know what he's trying to do.
Understandable.
He's a well-behaved boy. He wouldn't do that. I don't think. It's fine. He kind of puts a leash on Blaze. It's okay. I'll keep him over here for the night. Chiron moves to another part of the ship and settles down with Blaze. He's going to take a long rest. Okay. 4 hours pass. Your trance is complete. You can hit that long rest button. Theo, no immediate problems as you sail through the night.
Cool.
More
to know.
ships travel on the water.
I'm still up top rowing, by the way.
Very nice.
I'm just waiting for someone else to come up so I can go to bed.
If that's the case, I have rested and I will resume rowing.
Time for some slow rowing, boys.
I'm gonna check my pocket watch. Good morning.
Doono comes out. Like, morning. He looks up and the moon's still out. It's like,
That technically morning.
Yeah.
all right.
It's a new day on the seas.
Don't know what you calculate a day by, but
This pocket watch.
I looked at it.
Is your pocket watch saying that it's daytime?
No, it's not daytime, but it's a new day.
Someone on my crew had one of those.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Look how that turned out.
they're useful.
Yeah.
I bought one from a friend. Well, I actually know him that well. Bought one from a friend's
Bought one from an acquaintance.
friend's friend.
If you want to
Well,
get some rest, go for
sure,
it.
probably not
I'll
a bad
handle the
idea.
rest of this. It's
As-
not that far till Thon.
I need to sleep a full, actual sleep. Probably need to go do that now.
Hal will probably get some rest too.
Yeah.
Cool. Now settling in for a trance.
Sure.
And
I'm also gonna settle in for bed.
okay. Chimeros and Theo going to sleep. Charon's going to be out for another 4 hours, so it's going to be a bit of slow rowing for a while. But let's say it was made up for earlier in the day.
All right, let's go. I got my spell slots back.
Yep.
Can I hit the longest button?
You can. And Hal confirmed you are trancing.
Yes.
Cool. I probably didn't get anything back from that, but
As you take those 4 hours. Give me a second. I need to pull something up. Specifically, it's going into your character tab.
Oh. Touching his character tab. That's
Which character tab?
yours.
I don't have anything in there.
Hal,
Oh, no.
you see a figure
Figure.
intrude into your mind. Not in the sense of some otherworldly vision or strange eldritch being, but it seems like a memory. Simple, as if going through a trance. You know that sometimes other memories can come into your head. And what you see before you is a woman looking in a mirror. See, she's holding this beautiful rapier with golden lining, a sort of beautiful Téagarthan blue color scheme with a nice, very interesting looking gem. Seems to give off some strange energy when you look at it. As you see this figure looking in the mirror, you realize you are this person. As she moves the blade back and forth, it glides through the air with almost no resistance as it just smoothly flows, light and impactful. You can feel magic flowing through it. A woman's voice pops in from behind you. What languages do you know?
I know a good amount of them. Well, depending if she's holding certain rapiers. So I know Common, Draconic, Dwarvish, Elvish, Gnomish. I think that's it.
You don't understand the voice. but she speaks in a flowing tongue, um, with a slightly lower feminine voice. Says these words that flow, but you can't quite make out what they mean. As the figure turns from the mirror, you look at this ancient, high elven room. It seems pure, with walls and floors so polished and pristine that you could see your own reflection on them as well. She speaks words not to the one you suspect spoke to you, but to another, a woman with white hair. She has a. If I had more pictures here, I would send them. But anyway, she has this white hair that just stands out, and these cool eyes that look to you. You speak words that you don't understand, and the woman speaks back. Yet again, words are spoken from your mouth. As you look down at the blade, a sense of happiness and thankfulness. As you look around the room, you don't really understand what you, Hal, don't understand what this place is. But there's some strange things in here. There's equipment that you don't understand, but there's this strong sense of it reminds you of what the stories of a great mage tower would be. But there's what I can only describe as make an intelligence check, really. I don't know if you could piece together what this all is.
Intelligence is my weakness. Dang. Even though I know Elvish, apparently I don't write it.
You don't know what they're talking about. That you can't hear what they're speaking.
It's gonna be a solid 5.
The woman is very high elven in appearance, but yet she does seem to be speaking. You don't get 5 total. You have no idea what this place is, but it looks fancy. It looks regal-ish, but magical more than anything. In a strange sense that you can't wrap your mind around. But all of it seems like it's going in an instant. As the words go back and forth, this memory that you know is not your own, but yet somehow is. And you see she turns back to the woman who first spoke to you with her black hair that has this lower tone of white beneath it. It's long and bushy, and she has these red eyes that lock with yours. And as you say something to her, she just kind of nods and steps out of the room. And as you turn back to the woman with white hair and begin to talk with her again, the fleeting memory passes. You've moved to some other space that's more controlled. And as you wake from your trance, you recall these things.
Well, that was weird. He's gonna look around to see if he sees our dear friend Luca anywhere.
Look, you would have been up 4 hours ago.
I was on deck rowing.
Dio is passed the fuck out.
Same.
Are there any hey Luke, are there any major mage towers around here?
Not that I know of.
No big imposing signs of strength that a mage would use, a wizard perhaps.
Could you describe it a little more?
I really don't know how. I didn't see the outside. I saw the inside. I just had a weird memory slash dream slash. I don't even know what slash what, but it was
Yes. The largest, most imposing towers in Jagartha would be on Eonis.
maybe I'll look there. If we ever stop by there, maybe I'll.
I don't know if we'd be able to stop by there. That's where the ruling.
I just
That's
had a
that's where
dream.
the queen and the court are. Visit visitation is not really a thing.
Is there a
But
female elf that looks like me there? I don't know if you know that, but
I wouldn't know
it
that.
was a weird dream. That's yeah.
High towers would be on Eonis and mage towers, Fae, maybe. Hmm. I don't know. Can I make a check of some kind?
See,
What would that be? History?
yeah, depending on if you're looking for this would be history. Yeah.
All right. Oh, well that's an 8.
Yeah. There's no historical locations that ring any bells for you. About that much is certain. You get the sense that whatever he's seen is probably real, but an actual location.
Yeah, I don't think I can help you. How? I don't recall anything that sounds like that.
All right. I guess I'll just keep my eyes open. I really had like a vision like that. It was like a memory, but it wasn't mine. That makes sense.
That does make. Uh, yes, I have I have an idea of what
So
you're
is that a
talking
normal
about.
thing for elves that I'm not aware of?
You said it was while you
Uh,
were trancing?
yeah.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah. Yes. Do you know how a little of how we get or how we structure our names, like last names?
Not I don't really know that much about elf culture. I never really learned too much about it personally.
Okay, so the second part is the island, obviously, but the first half is um well, it relates sorry, relates to a person, I guess, that you see while you trance, like an ancestor, but not really.
Okay.
Um, but that's what you were seeing, I think. could be a
So I'm
vision
seeing.
from that ancestral spiritual relation, and uh, that's
I'm very confused right now.
I struggle to explain it, but I'm sure someone else could try and clear it up. It's an intuitive thing.
So
I
it's
I don't know how to explain it.
somebody else's memory that I'm related to.
Yes, but more spiritually than by blood.
Interesting. Okay. Well, thanks for that. I guess that's got some stuff to figure out then, I guess.
I wish I could tell you more, but uh, it's fuzzy for me as well. I don't trance as often as maybe I should. Um,
Okay. Well, I will ask around. Yes. See if I can figure something out.
I'm sure some of the elves and the harpers would be able to assist with that. I wouldn't ask strangers. They might find that's odd.
That's fair. Okay. Well, thanks for your help. I'll be asking around, I'm sure.
I'm sorry I couldn't help any more.
No, it's fine. Well, I'll let you get back to rowing. It looks like you've been doing it for a while. I can take over if you like.
Sure. I guess I'll get back to um, what I was doing, and maybe if you um, have another vision and are able to give me a little more detail, I can help. But
There was a beautiful rapier that they were holding. It was all, emerald and interesting.
beautiful rapier.
Yeah. I don't know if you know anything about that, but that was definitely a part of it.
Okay.
History or Arcana check.
Yeah. With advantage or without?
I'll give you
I saw
advantage on this one.
okay, because I saw the name of the
Yeah,
thing you sent
I'll give
me.
you advantage
So
on this. Yeah.
okay. Let's use the metal die because the plastic dies have forsaken me. Ooh, okay. You said history or arcana?
Yeah, whichever one you.
Oh, well, it'd be the same for either. That's a 21.
Okay. Which one specifically are you choosing? History or Arcana?
Would would arcana be which one would be my own memory?
So both really is the essentially what I'm asking for here is it's the type of information you're receiving. Is it details about the historical nature of this item or just magic or, that points.
Okay. I guess sure, history then.
Okay. Um 21, right?
21.
Okay, given a proper
I'm just use the bathroom real
history
fast. I'll be right back.
okay, I was about to call a break in 9 minutes, but okay.
Oh, that's fine. I can wait then.
Yeah. With the nature of this description, you are familiar that the the person described as well as the item, you recognize this as the rapier is known as Weave Tracer. It is a legendary magical item wielded by Dre, one of the founders of Téagarthan. It has a, as described, golden, elegant bill to it. This sort of beautiful blue, as well as a gem at its heart with a beautiful blue color to that as well. This item, historically, it was wielded by Dre. It's been in the family of Dre since her passing, and has, gone down the line and been wielded by great heroes. What you know of the item itself is it is highly attuned to the weave, the very fabric of magic itself, and it has essentially it's a very strong connection to the arcane. It's running out of words to describe it. Like, there's a lot I can say about it, but as far as like just from a historical standpoint, yes, it is tied to Dre in particular.
Okay.
Oh, actually, I can tell you a bit more because you had 21, right?
Yep.
Okay. It was created by the founder known as Lia, Lia. And it was forged alongside two other weapons, Heat Seeker and Crusher, a short sword and a warhammer. It might have been a maul. I think it might have been.
Okay. I will.
Those weapons were given away.
Alright. I don't know why this didn't click sooner. The rapier you saw, that was wielded by the founder Dre, which is the your namesake, Drayan, and
That
mine,
makes sense.
Drea. But yeah, sorry. Um yeah, so that's the more you trance, the more you might see visions of Dre, and that's why that is your name. I guess that was your father's name, right?
Yes.
Okay. Well, that's why he chose that name, and it seems that you're spiritually connected to the same Téagarthan founder.
So does that mean I'm related to them?
It's not a from what I can from what I've heard and what I know, it's not necessarily blood ties, although typically it's related to some degree, but not necessarily. It's more of a spiritual relation than a blood relation, but those two aren't necessarily separate.
Very interesting because this is all obviously all new to me. It's weird to think about, I guess, but
I
I guess
guess
I'll plan some more and see what this means.
I think the maybe being in Jagartha has strengthened that connection, maybe. Um, but I think the more you trance, the more you'll experience those visions. The more you'll learn. It's
I guess the
interesting
only
that
one way to find
you
out.
wield a rapier, right?
I do. A magical one at that.
Maybe you'll see this. I think it was called Weave
Weave
Tracer.
Tracer.
Weave Tracer. That Dry herself wielded. Be interesting to see if that's your destiny, your future.
Guess we'll find out. Yes, it's weird to think about. If we run into her, I'll definitely ask. Ask about it.
Maybe you'll learn more in your trances. Running into her is
Slim.
probably not going to happen on this plane.
I mean, now with that added.
I have seen some weird things around you, but that would be one for the books. The 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 dead walking.
It wouldn't be the first time.
Oh no.
Well, I guess.
I mean,
if I
dead
run
coming.
into this-
Speaking of the dead, I don't know anything about that.
All right. Well, thanks for your help. I'm sure we'll figure something out about what this means.
I'm sure. Just give it time.
I suppose, unless there's anything else you guys want to do.
I think Theo's just still asleep, so
Yeah, so is Tamaris.
yeah, Theo's passed the hell out.
Yeah.
You guys, at this point, are near Thon and actually rounding the portion of it that Doono seems to be confident the treasure is this way. And as we get closer, as a matter of fact, as you come to a spot where Doono reaches up and points. There it is. That's where we're going to take a 5-minute break.
All right,
And
Hey.
we will
Alrighty.
I'm going to use the
and
bathroom.
hopefully have some more interesting stuff in the future.
You know what I have a question for?
Hmm.
Why we haven't leveled up yet?
You have.
You have.
Why you gotta flex like that?
I mean, I was really just talking about you guys, but cool. I was trying to be helpful to you guys.
I appreciate
the
concern, brother.
Pop off only on occasion, brother.
Fuck off, brother.
Fuck off, brother.
We're going to get back into it then.
Evan has left the chat. Is that a dragon cookie?
It is.
Is that like insomnia cookies for dragons?
Yep.
Oh.
We just really dragged it up.
I'm very disappointed now.
All right. Well, how about I make you up?
Indeed.
Fight the
You're gonna make up with me? Whoa, I'll see. I know we're good friends, but like
Bless you.
Let's see.
Thank you.
Bless you.
All right. How about I make it up to you by getting far more interesting
Oh,
being
Rask.
back on Rask.
See, can I get a pet Tarask?
I like to use a Tarrasque as a mounted combatant.
Okay, gentlemen.
I just want to know how much Elsie hates us secretly deep down in his head.
Well, how many brain cells do you think we have killed?
17.
So that's out of 100.
100.
Of how much pain.
Wait, are we talking about like in the last 5 minutes or like overall?
Overall, I don't know if you can count that high.
Oh, all of them.
Yeah, every cell in my brain has died.
Yeah. They're gone.
Fully replaced. All right. So, as we get back into it, tracing Doono's finger, you see he points onto the island of Thon. You're currently along its coast, if you can call it that. See, what's difficult about this side of the island is it's the furthest to the open ocean, as in the ocean. And there are a ton of large waves on this side. They reach up and meet against this large black rock cliff face. And as they splash up against it and recede and splash up against it and recede, you look up this tall, rocky wall and see tufts of grass at the top. And further up it, you see these large trees. Some of them, start small, maybe a palm tree or a small jungle tree. But the further you look inland, the taller these things get, to heights you can only imagine, things that you didn't think you'd ever see. Luca, I mean, you've seen probably taller trees than this, but these things are huge. Like, large, thick trunks that reach up to the sky. And you look further in to see large mountains. These mountains have some trees climbing up them, it continues on. But you see Doono is pointing at one of these mountains in particular. Quite apparent. On one of these mountains on the far coast of Thon, a cave can be seen high up, nearly 3/4 of the way up to be specific, looking out over the ocean. As dawn is coming, the sky is growing brighter. I would like each of you. Actually, who's on lookout duty right now?
I was probably asleep. So
How
Definitely
wrong-
also
The
asleep.
time would have passed here for you
Okay.
guys. You would have all been awake. This is 21 hours after.
If you want.
what?
Oh, okay.
21 hours after you departed. And maybe 20, give or take. Like, you made some progress, but you also slowed down in the middle of the night.
Okay.
How's on lookout?
I'll probably also be up by then.
I'm probably just managing sales then, not.
Yeah, I can.
I would have been
How
on
can do it?
rowing.
I've probably been working on my potion, but still looking around a bit, being kind of aware of the surroundings, but working on the potion at the same time.
Well, make a perception check for me. Whoever is
Okay.
checking out where he's pointing.
How's got it?
I suppose that probably, if he points them out, I suppose I probably look.
Yeah.
Just from where I was, not like.
That would be a 17.
Ooh, I got a 17 as well.
Why you gotta
Nice.
copy like that?
I'm sorry.
Wait.
That's a 12.
I got a 16.
All right. What becomes immediately obvious to you with a more perceptive glance is
Sorry, 15. I can't.
is something notably unnatural. Climbing gear descends from the mouth of the cave all the way down to the mountain at its base. The ropes and ladders protrude from the natural structures like a parasite clinging to its host. This is the only man-made thing in sight, across a sightline of tall, lush green trees and overgrown rocky mountains. And it's like having a perfect landscape shot vandalized by graffiti. Alas, the ropes swing across the mountain in the violent wind. Half-elves among you notice that there is evidence of a mountain path that has been largely overgrown, but may still be climbable. As you take some time to observe this, get your bearings, Doono says, "All right, we best be quick about this.
Let's move.
Either you climb these cliffs here and get up, or I can try to find somewhere to dock, but I can pretty much guarantee you
Docking is going to be a challenge.
I'm concerned about getting too close to the rocks with the ship."
Well, right as of now, we can all breathe underwater.
That is true.
That would be actually quite helpful.
Yes.
You're welcome.
I guess we can swim. We don't have like a rowboat or anything, right?
Oh yeah, we do.
Do that too. Well, that might be faster.
Yeah.
Yes, but you might not get it back
Hmm.
as the waves crash up against the rocks.
Well, we shouldn't trash a Harper boat.
True. We can swim.
I mean, we have
I
water.
mean, Thon, you can fly. You can
breathing.
fly to the.
That is true.
What I heard is true. You could buy way more rowboats than you'd ever need in life. But
Wait, did you know? So you said you uncovered this treasure, or you? Okay, so you don't know. You don't know what to expect, right?
well, I
No.
do know.
But
He was gonna jump. No.
I'm gonna just throw myself off this.
Okay.
If I had
Plunging into the
that hurt, that really
I
hurt.
do know.
I would like to stab Doono.
Sneak attack.
He
Oh,
led
fuck.
us to the treasure. Is all I'm saying. Really. But
We don't really need him at this point.
all right. So, do you know what to expect at all when we get up there, or?
Do know.
If you say that again,
Yes,
You
yes,
just-
you do know, but
do you know?
you've waited so long for that, haven't you?
100%. He's been waiting for a very long time to do that.
Anyway.
I'll just roll with it.
Alright, he kind of looks at you. Well, I guarantee you I know more than any of you. Question is,
Why I asked.
how are we going to both keep the ship from sinking and get the treasure?
Well, can we anchor here or no? Too deep.
I figure we can try. I just don't know if it'll hold.
Well,
Hey, you big brooding
big,
one.
big brooding
here.
Chiron man. Do you want to stay with the ship, Chiron? Great, thanks. This tab's on him.
Tabs on him this time, yeah.
I guess I can watch it for a bit, and if everything's all right, then I suppose I have the spell too, so I can come ashore.
I'll make sure Chiron might stick with this. Just make sure manage the ship all right, and also so you don't leave the ship without us.
I think Chiron would agree to that. Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you mean? You can ask him to say. He's right here.
Yeah, Chiron, see?
Any complaints now, Chiron? Say them now.
All right,
Great,
let's go.
Didn't think so.
Good talk.
Good talk.
Just to make sure that he doesn't leave us on this island without a ship.
Sorry. I'll keep little one here too. He picks up Blaze.
All right. Well, are we swimming or are we?
Throws the anchor overboard.
All right.
We should swim.
How's
Well.
about jump overboard?
We'll need the rowboat to ferry treasure back to the boat, anyways.
Yeah,
So we
true.
should keep it intact.
Yeah, that's fair. We can always call it over if we need it. Yeah, we can always come back and get it. And with that, we'll sit on the edge of the boat and just roll backwards.
I'm going to turn Martin back into his staff now. And simply just fall.
You know why they call this a diver's roll? You know why they dive? You know why they roll out backwards?
So they don't fall forward into the.
So they don't fall into the boat and hit their heads. Yeah. And then he'll go.
Can Timeros climb up? There's a crow's nest, I'm assuming. Can Timeros climb up to the crow's nest and then just jump off that into the water? Would that hurt?
I don't know if there would be a crow's nest on this.
If there's a sail, it's just on top.
Maybe.
Would that hurt? Like, would I take damage from doing that?
Well, would you be able to standing long jump into the water?
That's true.
My standing long jump is.
What's your strength modifier?
Oh, you know what? Never mind. I'm just gonna jump right into the water. Run off the edge of the boat.
Kind of waves you off.
Actually, I'm gonna jump and say I've been waiting for this moment my whole life and just.
All right. As you hop in, are you guys breathing in the water? Like, are you trying to go underwater and specifically breathe, or is this just drowning protection?
Nope, you can keep your normal way of breathing.
Yes, but what are you guys doing right now?
Theo, not having experienced this before, is just going to, and remembering the time he tried to rob a boat without this, is going to just dive deep beneath the water just because he can now.
Okay.
Yeah. Affected creatures also retain their normal mode of respiration.
Yeah.
So yeah, we
my
can just
question
water as fast as possible.
My question is: are you trying to breathe in water, or are you trying to stick with air?
Theo
And just
is
have
right
that
now.
protection? Okay.
Timeros, knowing how the spell works, is just gonna take a deep breath in the water, staring at Theo.
Come with goggles on. Swim goggles.
Swimming goggles.
As those of you who are intaking the water, breathe it in. It's thick. It is thicker than air, and you feel like you're drowning for a moment as the air itself has to escape your lungs, and there's that brief period without oxygen, this panic that sets in before you realize that
Oh, everything's
You're
okay.
breathing water, and it's fine. It's cold, quite cold. You see, there's a school of fish that swim by, and they seem to
Can I just grab one?
make a dexterity check.
Here
with
comes
disadvantage.
spear fishing, boys.
Disadvantage because you're underwater. Actually, wait, no, this would be a grapple check, so it's athletics. My bad.
Athletics.
Athletics check against the fishes.
All right, so that's a 10 because I rolled a 12 both times on athletics.
Fish got real low. You, in fact, grab a fish that strays a bit too close out of curiosity. You grab it and it starts squirming in your hand.
I have a fish.
You hear
I'm actually
this,
question. Can we speak underwater?
you can't. It comes out in this gurgling. Like you are speaking, but it's it's not.
That's
Very
how you
audible.
try to speak
You
underwater.
can't hear. Yeah,
I'm just
Right.
gonna hold the fish up and just say in the gargle, I got a fit. I got one, and then just let it go.
Right.
Well,
He's just gonna give you like a look, like, all right.
Cool.
it's
Cool.
deathly afraid because it doesn't have a soul.
They don't have
Fair.
souls.
Guess
We've established this. Theo
Why
tried to
did we-
stab one earlier.
I
Forgot
did.
about that. Forgot about that. I forgot you tried to
I feel
stab
like
the
they
fish
would
earlier.
have souls, though.
I feel like they should. I feel like every living creature should.
I know we're past this point.
He was just going to
Tell that to a pescatarian.
He didn't
try.
even have a word.
Yeah, I would not like to talk to pescatarian in general. Just kidding.
Court, does fish have souls? My sister's a Presbyterian.
Yeah,
A fuck
pescatarian.
fish eater.
He was
I
just
have a
gonna
theory.
start swimming towards the land. Pretty much, he does.
That PETA is made by people trying to make vegans look bad.
What Presbyterians?
No, PETA.
Pescatarian, not Presbyterian.
No,
Very
PETA trying
different.
to make pescatarian.
I know.
But I said vegans look bad. That's the only explanation for how dumb they are.
I mean, yeah,
It's a
Yeah.
false flag.
they
kind of
are
thing.
though.
I think it's a conspiracy that I'm having, but I think it's true.
They do be kind of dumb.
Anyway, sorry about that. Let's move on with our lives.
He was gonna start heading just towards the land.
You find that the waves are actually pushing you in that direction. You see the anchor down low, and the you can't see that far down at this point. And the water's kind of, the closer you get, there's this sort of layer of fogginess as dirt's kicked up, grains being pushed back. So you get closer and closer to the shore. You feel this nauseating push and pull. You feel small compared to the forces of nature at work.
I'm assuming it's too late, but would I have been able to transform Balboa into a different animal, or no? Or is that too late?
You had plenty of time on the boat, right? If you were anticipating something.
Well, knowing we were going into water, I wanted to change him.
Oh, okay.
I mean, it's not we're not gonna be in the water for that long. I hope.
No, but still. I kind of want to change him into a frog.
Okay.
Like, you cool with that, or if not, I completely understand.
Yeah, no, we have a good history of frogs in this campaign.
Would the frog do? No.
What the
Would
frog,
the frog do well in saltwater though?
What the frog
It's technically a celestial, so
what the frog doing?
what the frog we doing though? I mean, like, technically it is a celestial, so I would assume so.
In the form of a frog.
Just a quick.
I mean, in Balboa's little lifespan that I've had him, he's kind of gone into like the fire plane, like the deep fire plane.
Jumped into lava.
Yeah, he kind of just jumped into lava with me.
You went into the vortex and not the fire itself.
Yes, but still, it's fun to say the other way.
Luca, you tell me. Luca. Fuck Luca. Evan, you tell me. How do frogs breathe?
I'm pretty sure it's through their skin. That's why they have to keep their skin moist, because that's the membrane that they
I think he right.
extract oxygen from the earth through.
Listen
Okay.
to the fish.
So if a frog were
scientist.
to jump into salt water,
Can I change it to something else then? I was just thinking because it's the only other sea animal that would work also on land.
Just make him fly.
He can breathe underwater. Like, you targeted him with the spell.
Oh, I did!
Oh, but if you changed his form, then...
Never mind. No, I didn't change him then. I forgot I did add him to the spell.
I digress. Everyone's in the water at this point, swimming to shore, yeah?
Yeah. I've always holding on to me for dear life, though, but...
If a lot of you are headed that way, then...
Yeah, just swimming.
Yeah.
Push up against the rocks. Like, everyone to make an athletics check.
Definitely my dude.
Yeah, my specialty. No doubt.
That's a 12.
Why is it always athletics, never acrobatics?
I know.
For this one, I'll let you have acrobatics too, just for this
Let's
one.
go.
Can I re-roll then?
You,
Can I roll both and choose the better one?
That's
No.
that's a 20.
Damn it.
That's a 20 for me, dog.
That's an 8 for Hal.
What?
That would be a 9.
8. Yeah. Okay.
That's a
So
20.
I have a 12 already in athletics, but I want to roll acrobatics. So I have a
Just
plus
add
2.
your acrobatics modifier to that original roll.
But he
Yeah.
wants to.
All right, then that's
Oh,
a 16.
16, okay. Theo, what did you get?
20, baby.
Okay. Theo and Timeros, the two of you managed to actually grab on to a hole in the rock as you approach it. Push it. Luca, Hal, the two of you who are behind just a bit, a wave actually comes in and slams you up against the surface of the rock, and you feel your face getting scraped against the stone. It's gonna be 5 slashing damage as you get pushed against it. Slashing, bludgeoning, it's a bit of a mix, but
Well,
physical damage
Ow.
regardless.
that's
Physically 4 bludgeoning, 1 slashing, but
Semantics.
okay. 4 bludgeoning, 1 slashing.
yeah, it's damage all the same.
It's like 6.
It's just
Can
5
I-
damage.
Can I like climb on top of the rock? So I'm out of the water for a moment.
You can. That's what the next bit's gonna be.
Okay, like I don't want to get too high yet. There's just
You,
something I want to do before I start climbing.
okay, the two of you are actually latched onto the rock right now. You got another 6 seconds. This is a round. Luca, Hal, you're pushed away from the rock a little bit again. You're gonna have to make another check for me. Theo, Tamaris, you're holding onto the rock. If you want to move, you can.
I like to climb up on top, so I'm out of the water for a moment.
Hey, I feel like I'm being punished for making a bad roll by having another.
It's because you are.
Oh wait, shit! I can do acrobatics too. Oh. that
Yeah,
was-
athletics or acrobatics.
Well, that would have made it a solid 11 this time. So we'll re-roll. We'll do this one.
11.
Oh no, wait, that was
Then
last. Okay,
Luca?
this is gonna be 12. It's gonna be 12.
I got a 17.
Okay, the two of you preparing, actually now knowing the current and expecting it, use it to help you to grab on. The two of you latch on.
Cool.
Cool.
I would like to open my bag and equip my climbing kit, like put the spikes on my shoes and stuff like that, so I can climb into the rocks.
It's difficult as the waves are pushing you
No,
up.
that's what I meant. Like, I like
down
to.
into
No,
the
I was like,
rock.
can I climb on top
Yeah.
of the rock? So I'm out of the water. Yeah.
Yeah.
And sitting on top of it, I would like put the spikes on my shoes, stuff like that.
Oh no, this is the actual cliff face itself.
Oh, okay.
This sort of drop where the
Well,
island.
then I would take enough time to, even with this, hopefully still try to get these buckles on and stuff.
We just cast fly.
Okay. You do.
It's gonna kind of just float out of the water.
Easy enough to do. You see the waves are crashing underneath your feet up against the rocks, but man, you can outmaneuver it. Oh shit, I needed to roll for Doono. Yeah,
Oh,
Doono.
dude, came with it. Oh, he came with us.
Yes, he did.
Oh,
Thought he was on the ship.
He's not leaving you.
I thought he was on the ship.
Oh, why do you think
Chiron
Chiron stayed behind?
To watch over Doono, make sure he didn't sail away.
Oh, that's fair.
Yeah.
Just drop us off at some point, steal the ship.
Yeah, he's begins climbing up as well. If you guys don't have any other type of aid, I'll ask for this. Will be an athletics check.
Okay, my climbing kit doesn't really change much. It means I just can't fall more than 25 feet.
Okay. So that'll protect you a bit from the waves below, but yeah, athletics check from you too.
So hopefully, I have a +0 athletics. Let it go. It's gonna be a straight roll. That is a 6.
It do be rolling currently.
Hook down underneath the water, you feel a wave slap your ass and crash up against the wall and
Maybe
go
ramen
back
dinner
out into the sea.
I'm using my inspiration. That was a 4.
Oof.
I'm using my inspiration.
Strength is never used, they said. It should be a dump stat, they said.
Oh yeah.
17.
Introducing encumbrance, jump distance.
Hey, listen, I'm a spellcaster.
And you could
All right, that's
technically
gonna be
fly to
a
the top right
10.
now.
It's gonna be a 10 right now.
Exactly.
A 10?
Yeah.
Okay. Luca?
I had a 17 again.
All right. The three of you are able to make it up to the top without any problems. Theo, you have the climbing gear. You fell back down a bit, but you haven't, gotten lost and hit by the waves or like pushed
That's
back
good.
against the rocks or anything.
Alright,
You
I'll just
can-
like insert one of my anchor points just like into the rocks and I like stay against the wall.
Mhm. Okay. Give me another athletics check.
Oh, that was a 7. Strong start.
Another fall back down. You do have the point, though. Technically speaking, because you have the climbing gear on, you can't take any damage. So it'll take some time, but you will eventually be able to get up without taking any damage.
Okay, that's
while you're doing
cool.
all the rolls.
I got gloves,
Yeah.
I got boots, like I was saying, like I'm pretty safe.
Trial and error.
That's a strong 7. Ooh.
As you all eventually make it up, Doono included. Let's see how much damage Doono takes. Oh shit, he falls into the water.
How far up was he when he fell?
This would have been his first attempt to climb out.
Okay, so nothing
So
too
he fell back
severe.
down, smacks in the water. You see a hint of red floating up as he's taking some damage. Oh god, he did it again.
I'm gonna cast Featherfall.
It's not the falling that's doing it. It's the fact that
okay.
he's back in the water and then being
Then I'll
slammed
save.
into
I'll save
the wall
Featherfall
again.
then.
Yeah.
Do we have a rope to throw to him?
I have a rope. I can throw a rope down to him for my climbing anchor.
Oh yeah, okay. Yeah, because this would be he's gonna take the extra damage here.
Yeah, I'll
taking
like
this.
do that. I'll throw down a rope from that's attached to like my anchor point. Help him at least get up to where I am.
Thank you. We'll use that to get up. Alright. Just roll this last bit of damage for him. See his face is just bloodied, like it's been slammed against the rocks. You can see the scrape marks against his cheek. He climbs up. He looks like that actually hurt him pretty badly for his own health. Um, it his gut scrapes against him. He's at about half his health.
Damn.
Dude,
How
that's
does
kinda fucked up.
he?
Can I throw down
Is he
my hooked
wearing?
whip? I don't know if that'll help, but it might even hurt.
Do what?
Can I take my hooked whip
Oh,
and throw it down?
well, you had the rope to get up to begin with, but that could. I mean, if you want to like try to pull him up with it, you can.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do.
Okay, he'll hook it to himself to to his claw, trying to not hurt himself. So between Theo and Hal, the two, you can pull him up.
Yeah. Or at least that's the plan.
Yeah, I'm fine with it.
He's raised up out of the water. You look around and find yourself on the edge of this vast jungle, this untouched landscape, and that mountain with that far up cave. Which gives you, it reminds you a bit of the Frost Beast lair. It's a very similar situation. However, this doesn't have a waterfall coming out of it. It's just this relatively decent sized opening. It's actually probably larger, a larger opening than the one in the Frost Beast lair.
Getting kind of
But-
deja vu from this.
yeah.
Yeah, I thought I was done climbing for the week. All right. Well,
At least this time going up the cliffs at least I can fly.
that's true.
It's true, and there is a ton of climbing gear that is still there. Some of it's being, thrashed about, but there's actual support structures that have been built by some, actually wooden bases that have been built up. There's been things carved into the stone. The closer you get,
Well, that
the
should
sooner
be
you spend.
a bit easier, I suppose, than the Frost Beast there. Hopefully, I guess I will keep climbing.
This mountain is relatively close to the far side itself of Thon. Otherwise, you guys wouldn't be here. So it's
Right.
like a 5-10 minute walk to actually get
Oh,
to the
get over
base.
there. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So I guess you guys ready to start walking? Everyone.
Let's walk.
Yeah.
What is Doono like wearing?
He was wearing better clothes than you found him in, like decent.
Is he like armored at all, or
No, he would have. Well, actually, would he? Yeah, he'd be in like basic leather.
just?
What was that?
Oh, so I was just making sure. Check it. I want to know like capable he would be in a fight.
Yeah.
Uh,
He has with him mace at his side, or something similar to a mace. It's weird. He also has heavy crossbow, which you can see
Alright.
dangling from his back.
All right, well, start walking.
Start walking, I guess.
Okay. In the short trek through the tall trees and this strange environment around you, a lot of you see something in the distance. Damaros, you yourself do a double take. Check for your staff. So you see in the distance a large snake wrapped around a tree, kind of eyes you as you pass.
Stuff is there, right?
It's not albino. This is a green snake. Giant constrictor snake.
Was it Martin's old color?
Roughly, yes.
This is great. This is great.
It's a greenish brown. Martin was, green or brown. I don't know what exactly.
He was kind of green brown, like an average color, like Balboa snake.
Mhm.
Are we in trouble right now?
Well, they didn't tell us this was somewhat of a prison. So I don't think we're in the best spots, but we can take care of ourselves.
That's true. I was just gonna say that over there is a giant constrictor snake.
Well, let me know if it gets closer. In the meantime, I think if we give it space, it might give us space.
Hopefully.
And Steer just kind of reaches towards his little crystal necklace thing. Just getting ready. In case.
Smart.
Yeah, it wasn't exactly in an ambush path for you guys. It was off in the distance, but this large snake gives you a hint as to some of the wildlife that might be on Pi and Thon. The
Oh my god,
dumb.
do I just put
Can't believe we didn't realize that.
Realize what? I was reading a spell. Damn it. Missed something.
It's a code.
just said that it's giving you a hint as to the wildlife that's on Pi and Thon.
Oh, Python.
There you go.
There you go.
It's a code.
Yeah.
Does Barn secretly just travel here when I put him into a staff form?
I doubt it.
I mean, like, I don't know what happens after he goes into staff. Like,
Me neither.
kinda-
I mean, I think I know where Commodore goes. He's talked to me before, but
wait, what?
You can talk to him.
well, communicate enough. But he goes. I think he's Celestial. Goes Celestial Plane.
Does he have friends?
I think he could if he was a better person.
Yeah, that's fair. I never really asked Balboa where he goes.
Shows what kind of good
Well,
friend you are.
Valvoa probably becomes the staff, right? Like that's is he a creature or an item? Like
Also a very good question.
Are you real?
I thought
Are
Martin-
you?
I thought Martin became a staff.
no, yeah, it was Martin who gave a staff. My bad.
Yeah.
That's what I meant.
Yeah, I figured I know what you meant, but
As you crush through the shrubbery and make your way, there's this strange noise off to the side that you don't quite know what's up, and there's a puff of smoke. And the skittering, some of the leaves nearby shake. Can't spot anything.
I checked
Yeah.
my pocket.
tame your
Aerith is
animal,
tucked
boy.
away. Aerith is tucked away.
Okay.
Well,
Birds chirping overhead. As you push through the lush shrubbery, going up this steep incline, eventually reaching the point where you can see these dangling ropes and this large sort of ladder structure that raises its way up. You can see there's this essentially this starting platform that makes the first leap up the mountain a bit easier. It's a stretch of land. This is essentially where the this would be where the actual like climbing gear setup is.
all right.
Again, those of you with higher perception did see that there was potentially a mountain pass that was overgrown. So the choice is yours if you want to take this path or if you want to go for the mountain pass path.
Take the path you want to climb.
Either way, I'm good doing whatever. So
Why less 10 minutes, right?
yes.
Okay, so it would have ended
Oh,
at this point.
It might be easier to take the pass.
Okay, but we will be entering into the wilderness, though. The walking part might be easier, but we might run into some.
We might run into some company, though.
As long as our group, we should be okay.
yeah. We should.
LC, what is the terrain here?
Is
Well, you're at the base of a mountain.
It is mountain. Is it also forest?
It is.
Okay, well then we're set.
All right. If you, I mean, you know the area.
Yeah.
True.
Okay, so we can't become lost, and I think we can move faster. In difficult terrain doesn't slow the group's travel, so we can move quickly through.
Oh, okay. In that case, it's only been 5 minutes.
Hey, so fly still good for 5 minutes.
Yep.
All
So I
right,
still
so
have 5 more
go.
minutes to fly.
I'll follow you here. You seem to know your way around.
Yeah.
Wait, technically, you could fly all the way to the top and just meet us there.
Yeah, I'm honestly might just do that. I'll keep an eye out up top, see if I see anything.
Up top.
But that's actually what Timaris is gonna do. He's just gonna kind of go straight up.
Let us know if you see anything.
There is Balboa who's also flying like directly next to me.
And Commodore's gonna fly up next to you because he can come warn me if something bad has happened.
Do I have a bird on both sides of me?
Yeah, and he can fly too, like
So the party splits here with Timaros and the
Commodore and Bubba.
And the
two
birds.
familiar birds shooting up. You have about 3 minutes. What's the speed of fly?
I think it's my normal rate of speed.
I thought it was 60 feet.
I thought
or
it was like
something.
50 feet or 60
Yeah, I
feet.
thought it was 60.
The target gains a flying speed a flying speed of 60.
60. Okay, and
60
I'm not sure
feet.
per
I'm not sure
row.
if dash
1
is
hour.
included in that.
Probably because it's a movement type, so you probably could dash.
Yes, I shall dash to move 160 feet
In 6 seconds.
in 6 seconds.
Yeah.
Did I just become a bullet? Possibly.
Peasant railgun, go burr.
Turn Superman, basically.
Time arrows railgun.
Present gun, more like Timaros laser. Oh my god, that and then an algebra blast.
It's basically
Imagine,
Yeah, okay.
imagine seeing a tiefling going as fast as it possibly can, flying towards you, and then just 2 beams shoot out of its hands.
My man has gone full firestorm.
I have become a laser cannon. Like,
So you can actually get up to the top where the actual cave entrance is.
okay.
And that actually does give you a good vantage point to the rest of the mountain.
Yeah.
You do have a cutoff here of fly, so are actually able to make it onto this, the safety of this upper mountain pass.
Okay.
Um,
Do I like just make it?
pretty much, yes.
Okay.
Um, looking down below, you can see the party back down at the base of the cliff. But you can actually see where the mountain pass starts, how it travels up the mountain, the spots where it's overgrown, and
Okay.
and it does reach around to other places that you can't see with your eyes right now, just based on the curvature of the mountain. But you can actually identify where it is.
Okay.
The actual the place where this starts climbing up is actually closer to the center of the island, and relativity to where you are. Again, this is looking out over the ocean, so it's about 90 degrees from your current position is where it starts, and the majority of the winding happens on that side.
Okay.
After seeing him just take off, which I didn't agree well, I guess we're walking.
Yeah, I guess we're
Uh,
walking.
I'll draw my short swords and bushwhack ahead of the party.
Okay.
Follow.
All right. Assuming you're being pointed in the right direction, um, you instead of going around to the opposite side of the island,
Yeah. You know the Commodore? So normally Commodore could fly between us.
oh, the Commodore came back down.
He could, if the
Okay.
guy.
Okay, yeah.
I'll give
Sure.
him a piece of paper and a pen. And he
Does he
can.
know how to write?
No, I don't know, but Time Arrows hopefully does.
I have no idea how to write.
I
I
thought he
can't.
was that plan.
I can't. No, I can't. I actually can't even read.
That's a shame.
Tamaros is completely illiterate.
Don't you have a spell book?
Exactly.
He just kind of
Pushing
sounds out
through.
the words and hopes they work out.
We all thought it was like an Elvish, but it's really just him trying to sound them out like hooked on phonics style.
Yeah, exactly.
Pushing through the forest along the base of the mountain, you're Luca, well versed, well trained in being able to navigate this type of environment, and as such, you cut through this place with ease. Um, you do see more wildlife, um, more pythons and the like off in the distance. Um, there's uh, more more birds that fly overhead of varying types. Uh, there's things that catch your eye that you think you see, and then you look back after a second and they're gone. Small humanoid creatures that seem to be there and then they're not. Strange deer, as you know them, that look strange to other people and that aren't quite familiar with the environment of Jagartha. These altered animals, if you will, that have grown through Fey influence. Um, if I could pull up the wildlife doc right now, that's exactly what I'd do.
If
But it's buried somewhere far away, trying to narrate. Of course, now that I've said that, I'm looking for it because there's no way I'm going to not have this. Hello. Perfection. All right. Yes, a whole lot of birds, specialized birds, evolved to fill different ecological niches.
Bird.
Many bird, yes.
Any bird.
um,
Yeah, Darwin.
Darwin. Lots
You
of
have-
insects. Some of them stranger than others with odd appendages that, jut out and seem unnatural. There's rodents, smaller mammals, the like. Come now, where is it? Ah, yes. A rare species of horned rabbit does not exist here. But,
But how did it get here?
Is it like the Australia thing with bunnies?
LC, did you not read my?
I did read it. It's just been a very long time.
Or is this
There's
the
a complex
version?
history here.
Yes,
Is this
small
just
deer,
Fantasy
or like-
Australia?
small
Yeah, I
deer,
think so.
boar-like species. These are more towards the core.
This is just Fantasy Australia where none of the creatures actually make any sense.
It
We
doesn't,
lost
it
a war
doesn't
to
make a lot of
emus.
sense, but I was just kind of doing whatever I thought was fun.
I learned Australia has camels, apparently.
What?
Nah, you're fucking with me, right?
Nah, not fuck with you. Australia has camels for some reason.
Are they imported? Or...
I have no idea.
They have to be imported.
I mean, there's a lot of desert in Australia.
Yeah. But it's like not exactly right next to where you think camels are from.
Yeah, they have to be imported. Can someone look that up? That's
Like
It's-
felines, the like. All right, I yield my hunt of fauna. But yes,
Do you yield or lose?
I do yield.
No, they
but I
are.
guess
In fact,
these
they were imported,
strange creatures that live
but
on
they
this
are feral.
Okay. So, you do reach the base of the mountain pass, which you can see is it's present under a ton of overgrowth. Actually, no. This wouldn't be that overgrown. It would be largely overgrown. How do I put this? Luke can make a nature check.
That's probably on your dog.
This is favored terrain too, so
Yep.
yeah.
So let's see, what is
I'll
that?
make one as well, just for the fun of it.
Okay.
Theo's just confused.
I like nature.
He was like, I grew up in the city. I saw weird things. Like I saw random creatures that should not exist, but those are mostly just like homeless people.
That was bonus.
Oh, what a helpful nat 20. 21.
Ooh.
That's actually very helpful.
So I got
Yeah, there's definitely things that should not exist in that city, but they weren't like this.
okay. Sorry, math. 26.
Okay. Luca, you are very familiar with mountain terrain and the rate of growth that plants have, especially Téagarthan. And Hal, you are also familiar with times back in Greenest when you had to clear out overgrowth. There's been about a season's worth of growth of plant life that has covered this frontal area of the mountain pass. Seems roughly
So no one's been here at least a year, probably.
about a season.
Season as in. Like,
As in, it looks like this has been
like spring to spring, or
as in perhaps between summer, like
Okay.
the entirety of summer.
all right, between summer and now.
I mean, it's the end of summer, so again, about a season. So
Okay, so
3
just
months.
a couple months. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So actually, surprisingly, not as overgrown as I had initially meant to entail. But this is the base of the mountain again. And there's a lot of greenery here, so it is more so. But as you cut through this and continue up the mountain pass, it begins to sparse out, and you begin to notice this pattern that you would register to be about that much, probably about a season's worth. Making your way up the pass, it'll take some time, but not as much as difficult terrain isn't affecting you, right? So
Nope.
we'll cut the time in half and call it half an hour of climbing to go up the pass. So it's been about that much. Let me note this. Wildlife is a lot sparser as you climb further up the mountain. However, it's as the flora starts thinning out, and it becomes rockier. The life goes with it. But as you reach further up the top, Timeros, you've been by that cave entrance for a while. And you've noticed there have been noises inside.
There have been what?
There have been noises inside.
Oh, fucking great.
Sounds of people echoing.
Okay.
There's footsteps that move around inside. You get a sense for the space. You can tell by the reverberations this is a large room. There's people walking through it, turning things over, kicking rocks.
I'm going to lean over the edge a bit and give me a sec. Oh. I have the hiccups right now, so I'm trying to suppress it. And say and try and hand gesture that there are people inside without saying anything very
the party?
quietly. Yeah.
Okay. So as you guys are climbing up, and it's gonna take a very long time before they actually get to you. Again, this is 30 minutes. Frankly, between the point that you actually get up there and you hear this and they start, heading up the mountain, you could have a short rest between now and then.
Can I?
Before they actually get up here. Yeah.
Cool. Because that will plus the one fucking.
2.
Well, actually, I have.
You have a few more now.
Technically, I have 4 spell slots now. I've
Yeah, sorcery.
effectively doubled my
But
spell slots.
they're only level
You
1
do-
slots. Though.
Yeah, only one of them.
2 of them are level 1.
Yeah.
That's not bad.
Same.
Yeah, see?
So so you do have that long. You hear voices again echoing inside. It's a little difficult to make out exactly what they're saying. But yeah, there's these, sounds. They're not like whispering or anything. It's like they're being vocal. They don't seem to have any note of your presence.
Do I hear what they're saying?
We're not here yet, right?
No.
Not quite yet. We're just
Okay.
flashing back to Timeros here. It's going in. I don't know if you want to take this rest or not.
What?
I don't know if you want to take this rest or not.
I took the short rest already.
Okay, so then we'll cut to half an hour later. No one's come outside, but a lot of you have actually made your way up to the top of this mountain pass to see.
Do I hear what they're saying though, or no?
Again, it's a lot of like loose talk, as you found it, stuff like that. And
Oh, so it's like words, like people.
yeah, it is notably people. They're speaking common.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Someone wanna? I'm gonna look
Get it
back.
through the door.
Quiet, everybody. How does Doono look? Does he look very hurt?
Yeah. He hasn't healed at all. He didn't have a
Somebody-
chance for a short rest.
We want to help him before we go in. And there's voices in there. Does anyone want to like help him before we?
Come here, Doono. Doono, come here.
I was
And I'm just. Can I make what would this be? Would this be a
What are you trying to do?
Okay, make a medicine check to see how like hurt he is, like how badly, like specifically.
Yeah.
That's a 4. You're pretty badly hurt.
Yeah.
I am
He
going
looks
to give
very-
him 2d6 of healings.
Okay.
That innate magic, baby.
Actually, wait. Yeah, that might be smarter to do.
Hmm.
That's only 5 points of healing.
5 points of healing.
How badly does he still look?
He could use a good amount more, but yeah.
All right, I'm gonna. It's been hard to do, but.
I mean, I have like a potion probably.
Did I finish my potion?
I thought you said you weren't going to do that.
Oh right, you're right.
Yeah.
Right. I don't think I have another help, an extra potion at all. Then. All right. I'm gonna cast first level Cure Wounds on him,
Okay.
and that turns into
So-
11.
All right, so you lose that spell slot again, but
Yeah.
Uh,
Originally, all right. I lost a first level spell slot, but I still have my 3rd level spell slot.
And another first one.
And another first one, yeah. I have both my 3rd levels and a first level.
was this a first level cure wounds or a 3rd level cure wounds that you just
First.
did?
First.
11 points for a first level cure wounds?
It's a 1d8. Yeah, 1d8 plus 5. I rolled a 6 plus 5.
Shit, man.
Spellcast modifier, dude. It's maxed.
He's back up to full. You see the cuts on his face. Heal back up. Ooh. Okay. So, if you took that short rest, you have both your packed slots. You spent one of your long
Healing.
rest slots just now on cure wounds.
Yeah.
And then I assume the other 2 d6 were from healing.
Yeah. Healing light, yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna look at him and go, now don't give us a reason to put those marks back.
Got him.
I appreciate.
Do you know?
Do you know?
No.
All right.
All right. Should
Alright.
we sneak in? Watch this. These voices unfamiliar. Do you know?
Kind of listens in, gets a little closer to the entrance, and so listen. You see, Tamaros, well, there haven't been whispers before. There were increasing signs of irritation as time went on. And now eventually there's one person who's actually shouting that you hear. We mutinied the captain because he told us there was nothing here. But you said there was. Now we're here. And there's nothing here besides some old bones and a stupid crystal we can't move. Maybe we ought to mutiny you. It's just,
I'm gonna tell Doono to calm down. Let them mutiny each other. I would like. I'm gonna look at everyone. I'm gonna get everyone's okay before I do this. Is it okay if I use an illusion to make them fight each other?
Go for it.
I'm gonna cast minor illusion, but I'd like to, with that same voice, I'd like to see you try.
You hear, send this into the cave. Wait, I didn't. Ah! Sword fight just clanging inside. You hear just echoes through the cave. Yeah. Okay. Falls down. I didn't sit. Just cut off. Well, that'll show the bastard. Yeah.
I thought they'd
So who's the new captain?
And I'm gonna look at Doono.
I'm the new captain.
You're going to be the new captain.
Well, I could be the new captain. This isn't a democracy. It's just back and forth.
Look at Doono and say that you can go in and then be the captain.
Hey guys,
He
what
sees-
if one of us just walks in, just screams, "I'm the new captain"? Everyone, shut the fuck up.
I mean, it might work.
I am the
I
captain.
But
can do that right now if
who
you
wants
want
to
me
do
to.
it?
I'm telling Doono. Doono was their captain. You can go in and just take his title back.
They did kind of throw me overboard though and leave me to die.
I feel like one of us should do it,
All right,
and I'm tempted to walk in there and just fucking do it now.
I say go for it.
I'm not going to be killed if I do
Yeah.
this.
I can't promise that from them. We weren't.
Well,
we
not
weren't
from
there.
them, but from us. Yeah, we.
Yeah, we're cool.
I mean, theoretically, if you do die, we could bring you back, but that's gonna cost you about 300 gold pieces. So, listen, the healing was
I mean,
free because
we can
of the
walk
trip,
in.
but like,
We can walk in all together. It's fine.
Let's do that.
Unless you guys want to leave them a surprise.
3, 2,
But
1. Like, do we
Well,
want to?
If you're if you do this, then you have to keep on saying there's nothing in this cave.
that's true.
And then also why
That's
do you
true.
come back here?
that's a good point. I was thinking about that too, but
That's why I think one of us
Alright.
should go in and just announce
quick
we're
thought.
the captain now.
All right, wait, well, hold on. Are we cool if I take some of your share and give it to my crew? Like, I divide the share equally as if you were part of my crew and they are also part of my crew. Because that was kind of the plan. Not for them to be my crew again. As a matter of fact, I didn't know they'd be here.
How much wealth are we talking here? Within this treasure, you so-called say.
How many of them are there?
Yeah, and how many
Well,
of them?
that we probably don't know.
Well, he might
How
have a
many
better
are
estimate.
here?
Maybe the
Tell you how
galley's
many
worth.
I
Galley's
had
worth
on
it.
my galley. I don't know how many of them were mutinied with me.
Okay, but here's my question though: how much wealth are we talking here is in this treasure?
It's a lot.
It's a lot.
And how
Enough to go
easy would
around.
they be to kill for it?
Sorry.
What? I didn't say anything.
Again, I really do think one of us should just walk in that isn't Doono and just be like, "Hey, I'm the fucking captain now. Everyone, shut up."
In my prime, my galley had 80 crew members. I don't know how far it's dwindled since. I don't know how many are here. I'd imagine some are with the ship, wherever it is. And he kind of looks out over the horizon.
We can just go in there. I mean, we can go in as a different group, leave Doono behind.
I honestly
Let's
think,
decide who's attacking on the spot then.
well, if that is the case,
I mean, my
We don't-
crew mutinied me. And I'd imagine those who were actually loyal to me were also thrown out. Maybe I
I
can convince some of them. I
I
was their captain before.
I have a
And
question.
I have their treasure.
I have a question, everyone.
Yep.
If do we just want to sneak on in there?
I mean, it sounds
'Cause,
like
like,
they're a little distracted.
Because also I just have straight up darkness that I can see through perfectly fine.
Yeah, but we can't see it.
Yeah, but if you hold on to me,
Right?
I can bob
I mean,
us
I-
weave us through it as much as possible. And if theoretically, if Theo, if you could be right behind me, like the next person in line, you could theoretically someone cover the mouth of one of them as you.
I would be able to see.
No, I could direct you.
I mean, no, then I would be able to see.
Then you would.
Don't worry about it. I could find my way. Don't worry about it.
Red Eye Sam! Red Eye Sam! This
I
is
think
chant
they're,
that
they're
goes on.
electing a new cat.
Okay. So here,
That should be the one you pick.
Hal.
I could yell red. Sam sucks.
Do that. Here's my plan. Here's what I'm
Alright,
thinking.
one
Here's what I'm
sec.
thinking. Right?
Red Eye Sam sucks. From just a
Said
point
that.
further down, like into the place. It's just a casting minor illusion at a much further down location.
It gets
Here's-
lost in the crowd.
Here's my plan. Hal,
Yeah,
you're very persuasive here
sure.
and strong.
You be the new captain.
You go in there if they're trying to have Red Eye Sam be the captain, right? You can go in, challenge Red Eye Sam for the
To a
position.
duel.
But they don't even know who I am.
That's okay.
Like,
That's okay. You're challenging the captain to be captain. I think that's like pirate law.
I'm not even part of their crew though. Like,
Doesn't
they
matter.
don't do-
Doesn't matter.
They're looking for a new captain.
If you're persuasive enough, you could easily do it.
Pirate Captain Hal's got this.
And you could, and we could also, if we hand you, we have the map on us, right?
Yeah, I have a copy of the map.
If you give him a copy of the map, right, you come up with a line how you found it or won in some bet or something, right? Somehow it came into your hands. That's up to you on how you want to plan that.
Uh-huh.
Easily.
Okay.
Prove you're the strongest. Assert yourself in there. And show no suspect of how anyone else is connected to you.
I can walk in behind you if you want.
If you want a second mate, or if you want a smaller crew.
I mean, I can
Alright,
get your back.
I'll do it, but like, what am I saying here? Am I saying like,
walk in.
Tell them the treasure's somewhere else. They're in the wrong spot, and we go steal it.
That's true, and we could easily probably ambush them at this point too if we really.
Yeah, I mean, we could
to,
probably
like.
do it.
We probably could. We also do have a very hard choke point right here.
I got two bear traps.
Yeah, considering I also have burning hands, so if I just stand at the entrance, they all come at me.
I have burning hands as well.
You set down bear traps, right? One of us, Luca can distract them to get them coming out here if we really wanted to, or if Hal. What?
Oh no, I was gonna say I was going to prep a spell, but I didn't, and I could make an image of a dragon, and then we have people with burning hands.
That would be smart too.
And where the mouth is.
But if so theoretically, we send Hal in, right? He asserts, basically tries to become the captain. If it does not work and they start to attack you, run out. We have two bear traps set, or we'll have. Could you get one ready and then set it down?
Yeah, I can throw it down behind them. It's just take me about 6 seconds to set up.
Okay, get them both ready, right?
All right. I'll pull two bear traps out.
Is there room above the entrance of this cave for someone to stand, or no?
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah,
Luca.
There's plenty of room, and this is actually like a decent sized ledge too that you're at right now. Like,
Luca, stand above the entrance. What
Like it's a big entrance. It's about
do you have anything that could affect an area, like an area effect spell or?
You did that thing
don't
with.
have
I
much
thought you did that.
area of effect.
I thought you did that thing with thorns one time.
Wait a second.
That's
Oh,
target.
none of us have any kind of marbles or anything, do we?
Hold on, thought I got something that affects a small area. No, okay, that's too small an area. I didn't prepare grease either. That would be useful.
I
Um,
have an acid vial.
Not gonna work. I was thinking. Okay. Set down the bear traps, right?
All right.
Leave the one on. You stand on one end. I'll stand on the other. Not Baja. Fuck. Doono. Stand on top with Luca.
Oh, I have 1,000 ball bearings.
Okay. Give that to Doono.
Wait,
Doono, when they
how
start
large-
running out,
how
pour
large is
out
this cave
those.
entrance?
What?
How large is this cave entrance? Like how wide?
it's big. It's probably how do I even the lot of you could line up in a line and still be smaller than the entrance of the cave, like arms stretched out.
We
Here-
could all just walk in a line all badassy and say that this is our cave.
I think that's the
We could do
best
that.
option, because then we also don't have to share it.
That's fair. I was thinking of a way to just pull them out and then just kind of choke point them, and if we have the ball
But,
bearings
hey,
out, they'll just
maybe-
kind of slip right off the edge.
Maybe we just give them the chance to leave.
You
That's
said that.
Which is interesting as you're saying this.
Also, we're kind of running
because
out of time.
inside here what's going on is there's this conversation of all right, well, now what, Captain?
Yeah, like the new captain. If we're gonna move, we should move now before they get organized.
All right,
Yeah.
let's do. What's the plan then?
What's the plan then? Just walking in?
Do we want me to cast darkness on it and then just go in?
If they're leaving, we could just hide outside the cave and wait for them to skedaddle.
Pass.
So my second plan would be what
with
we're
30
doing.
right here, they do actually, you hear the sounds of footsteps coming to the front of the cave.
Okay.
You want me to throw down the bear traps or do we
Luke-
hide?
Throw down one of the bear traps. Luca, do now. Hal, go above the entrance. I'll go on this side. Theo, go on that side. Make sure you have burning hands ready. I'll have burning hands ready. Give do now or Hal someone the ball bearings. Whoever has an area of effect spell
I'll
doesn't
toss
get the ball
Hal
bearings.
my pouch of ball bearings. Just throw these all on the ground. It makes it hard to walk. Like,
Yeah.
very hard.
I guess
Me and Theo will stand on each other's side.
The sounds of
Alright.
about
I'll
40
throw-
footsteps.
I'll also hand Tamaris a bear trap.
40.
All right, I'm gonna hold on to it for now.
So I got one, you got one.
About 40 pairs of feet stepping towards this large cave entrance. As you hear them kind of echoing, resounding around the hall. This conversation that's happening. So who's going to be your first mate? And sort of this back and forth of these people like trying, well, pick me. Let's just get to the ship first.
I'm just
Find somewhere that
just gonna look
actually
at-
has treasure.
I look at Tamaris and just message, let them pass. They look like they didn't find anything. Will people actually just get around it?
With that, I'm actually just gonna quickly hide into a spot
Yeah,
I can.
I'm just gonna hide. Find some cover.
Make stealth checks for those who are
I
hiding.
should be good at this, right? This is kind of what I do.
Could I theoretically change my appearance to match the surroundings with this high disguise?
Just be bear.
That's kind of
Like-
a
like-
bit
kind of like a-
bullshit, but
Kind of
I'll
like
give you-
a
maybe a small
green,
bonus.
like green suits, like a green suit kind
Yeah.
of thing, like ghillie suit
That's
here.
a 25 on the stealth.
I'm gonna use my inspiration. I rolled a nat 1.
Okay, so we're
Oh,
doing
no.
stealth, right?
So I'm
Yeah,
gonna use my inspiration you gave me earlier this session.
Do I have advantage on this?
You won't have advantage, but I'll give you
14.
a number bonus.
What number bonus are we getting here?
All right, I got 25.
It depends. Describe the disguise to me.
That is a 23.
I was thinking more of like a ghillie suit.
I'll give you +5.
Plus, oh, okay.
I got a 27.
I got a 25.
6,
Okay.
7, 8,
21,
9, 10,
22.
11.
Sorry, 24, not 25. The minimum I can roll is a 10 on stealth. I love it.
That's a 13.
And there goes my inspiration.
That's a 13.
I'm glad we didn't walk in if there was 40 people.
Yeah.
There's still a bear trap out.
No, I'm holding one, he's holding the other.
I'm holding the other, yeah.
Okay.
Actually, I have it kind of at my. Yeah, I'm kind of holding it.
Steps are coming out. So you see this large group emerge from the cave and start heading to the climbing gear over the edge. You see them, filing out. There's probably like a good solid 20 feet of actual walkway room. Here, one of them stops and wait, are we gonna bury Gregor? See, Red Eye Sam turns around.
Probably didn't deserve this.
That bastard's cursed. Leave him there. I don't want to deal with that. What about the old captain? Fuck him, he told us there was treasure here. When he goes down, starts descending the climbing gear. This large group of people slowly begins funneling down and leaving.
I'm gonna
Whisper to Doono. Hey, how do you feel about cutting those climbing lines?
It's about to ask the same thing.
Oh, that's fucked up.
That's fucked up, but I want to do it.
Pretty sure they're secured, but they're also bastards, so let's do it.
All right. Do I hear this?
I'd imagine it wasn't very loud.
I'm going to send Commodore back towards our ship to warn me if they spot our ship.
Okay.
Oh, I'm actually going to quickly write a letter and say to Chiron and move the ship, actually.
Chiron probably doesn't know how to sail. He might actually. I don't know.
He might, yeah. He's sailed.
He's spent some time learning.
Yeah.
Well, if they've all passed and are filing down the climbing lines, then I'm gonna go help Doono cut the lines.
The last 5 are beginning to descend. Dude, I need lock eyes.
It's fucked up.
They're a bunch of murderous pirates.
Yeah, seeing this,
Fair.
I'm also going to quietly pull out a dagger and start walking towards it quietly, too.
Alright.
This island's cursed.
Hey, quick question, guys. How mean do we want to be about this?
That's pretty
You
fucking
think about
mean.
setting on fire?
I mean, I kind of just do have a firebolt. I could just kind of... or like Eldritch Blast.
The thing is, I would like to leave the climbing ropes intact because we need to go. Actually, no, we don't really need to go down.
Yeah,
I
got
can-
the mountain path.
I say
also
we just stay here. They
I have
didn't
feather
find
fall. I can
anything.
jump.
They didn't find anything. I say we just let them go.
If we gotta do this discreet, because
Let's let them leave.
we don't want them coming back up.
All right, I have an
wouldn't
idea.
mind giving a couple of fall.
I have an idea. I can make it sound like a bear cut them.
Why don't we just not cut it? Let them go. They think nothing's here. They're not coming back.
That's true.
Fair. Fine.
All right, let's go investigate this cave then.
I'm going to quickly finish up writing the letter and send it.
With that out. Yeah. Okay. All right. You enter the cave. What you immediately notice upon entry to this place. Grab my folder. For some reason, I didn't grab that paper. Plan to have this at the start of this. Not like the start. Anyway. Alright. As you enter the cave, the first thing you notice is a person right next to you, to your right.
Probably dead.
It's a body. It's an individual. A man. Bit of some scruff, just a rough black hair. It's a human. And you see he has his body is kind of crumpled down at the entrance of the cave with a box in front of him. There is a hole about yay big in his chest, where it's just straight through.
His body.
Hmm?
Can I lose his body?
Sure. He's got 11 silver on him.
I'm going to toss it to Theo and say, put this in the group funds.
7 silver.
11.
11.
Oh,
He also has a mace and a heavy crossbow.
What is mace classified as?
I think
Weapon.
it's a simple weapon.
It's a simple weapon?
It's a simple weapon. It's 1d6 bludgeoning damage. It's a strength based.
Never mind.
Timeros, seeing as you've been here for half an hour, you probably heard this. You probably heard the sickening sound of this man dying without knowing what caused it. As you look at the body, a few steps behind him, if you will, you see a gem about yay big, roughly yay wide, and it would be a sort of clear color with the clearish white. However, it's just stained with red.
Make an Arcana check on it.
Sure.
That's a 9. Don't like
And
shit
touching
today.
it?
I'm just gonna look at it for now. Depending on the information I get off it, I'm probably going to cast. Fuck, what did I forget the name of it? Identify, but depending on the information you give me right now.
It's hard to tell from just a quick glance. It's covered in blood. And this man's torso. You see that there might be some faint glyphs towards the base of this. It's a cut gem. It's very fine.
Okay.
And there might be some small carvings on it. It's hard to tell from this distance. It's stained with blood, and you have no idea what they would do if there is anything, or if it's
Okay. I'm assuming I can't read the glyphs.
not from where you are.
Alright. I'm gonna carefully walk closer to it. See if I can read the glyphs. If not, cast Identify on the gem.
Why don't you make another Arcana check if you get up?
While he's doing this, I'm
Yeah.
gonna see if I can cast Detect Magic. See if there's anything that if the thing we're looking for has magic items in it, then you know like where to dig or where to look.
15, by
if
the
you're
way.
What was that?
15.
15.
Are you doing this as a ritual or
Yes, as a ritual. So it's gonna take like 2 minutes.
Actually
Sorry to say.
picking it up and handling it, the gem itself doesn't harm you, but you can see with a closer inspection that there are actually symbols that are engraved on the lower portion of it. Yeah, it kind of comes to a point. So you look it over. What was the number again? One more time.
15.
15. You recognize a little bit. These runes are typically associated with like activating something, kind of. But it's not expressly apparent what that is.
Okay.
There's no, immediate like.
Okay.
Guess we'll have to figure
Um,
this out on our own.
can I take the gem, right?
Mhm.
And wait, so is it like diamond shaped or is it like a circular?
It's like
An orb or like, like the classic like diamond shape cut?
yeah, kind of like that sort of. I mean, it looks like
Okay.
triangle bottom with the sort of
Yeah.
yeah.
Like when you think like big diamond, you think that. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. I'm going to take it with the flat side and hold it a bit away from my face, but kind of look through it.
It's covered in blood. You
Can I
can't see
wipe
the
it
other
down real
side.
quick? Can I
You
wipe
can.
it down? I'm gonna
Yeah.
wipe it down and then do that.
All right. Looking through it, you see the sunlight outside. It's not a very like um.
Can I
there's-
scan the room with it too? Like looking through it while scanning the room?
You can, and as a matter of fact, with the rest of you actually looking at the room at this point, it is a large open room. It looks natural. But there's one thing that immediately catches your attention as completely obscure. You see bones. Not the bones of people,
It's a bones day.
Stay.
old, old dragon bones. These are, I mean, these things are real old. I'd ask Evan, but he's gone.
Alright, it's been a long day.
I have a
All right,
question.
bud.
Does this is completely out of character? I actually don't know. This might spoil a lot. I don't want to say it. Never mind.
You
Never mind.
can, message me, I guess.
Okay. I don't think this will spoil anything, but I don't think it's a question you can answer at the same time. But I'll try.
Okay. But yeah, there's these very old remnants of dragon bones further in the room that look like they've seen just ages of decay as time has gone on. The claws have been pulled from it. The bones have been carved into, and these things are barely. You can barely tell there was a body here. It's hard to even tell what type of dragon it was in life. There's no visible scales to indicate it. There's no flesh even. It's just parts of bone. You hear the wind swirling outside. This cave has sort of natural walls all around, as best you can tell. I'm assuming none of you have really pushed further into it.
Not yet. I was waiting for my spell.
Right. It'll be about 11 minutes, and I don't know how long it's been of real world time, but close.
It's close.
Yeah. Evan, could you make a nature check?
Yeah.
This is a
Yeah.
this is a dragon, so you have those effects.
It's a
Uh,
dragon.
It's a dragon.
A dragon bone.
Uh,
Dragon
Bones.
bones.
yeah. Okay. So I have advantage on survival. Okay, and intelligence. Cool.
Dragon.
All right.
Dragon.
So
Dungeons and Dragons.
okay, those were neither of them were great, but that would be an 11.
Okay. That's not a. Yeah. Okay. Anyway.
Yeah, even with
what was
advantage, it was only
11?
Yeah.
I thought it was like an in-game question.
I mean, it is about the game, but like
It is.
It would be perfect if that was the case because of Fizzbang coming out now. Can I openly ask the question, or should I wait?
It's hard to tell. We can
I'll talk about it in the after show.
The actual body of this creature, it's so far decayed that you really can't tell what this was in life, only that it's been around long before any of you guys were even born, long before your parents were born or their parents. This thing has been dead for a long countless generations. As you look around the room, there's these sort of natural pillars of stone that reach up, support the cave. The further in you look, though, it's hard to tell. There's burnt out torches that have been left on the ground. But you guys really can't see that well, like further into the cave.
Okay.
Like,
I'll take out my lantern.
that well.
What do I see?
Did my detect magic pick up anything nearby?
Yes, as the detect magic finishes, that gem is in fact magical.
I figured.
Makes sense. That makes sense.
There's a sort of faint aura from the old dragon bones, but it's, likely more to do with the sort of natural presence
The dragon.
Dragons have, yeah.
Can I start casting Identify on the gem now?
I thought you just said
You can.
on dead ass.
I shall cast Undead.
That's just 100% what I heard. I'm not even lying.
Sure.
You can.
Cool.
That's gonna take till the end of the session.
I know.
You can.
We left with a cliffhanger. That sounds
Yeah.
Exactly. Let's see. I'm setting
I'll
you
take
up
my
for success here.
I'll take my lantern and start heading deep cave.
Okay. Give me a general feel for, like, are you headed like towards the dragon bones or like sticking to a wall or?
Since I have my detect magic radar up, I'm just gonna kind of circle the wall. See, get within the range of everything. Seeing if anything like this. So this gem looks like it goes in somewhere, so I can see where that comes from. It's the big radar sweep of the area.
Okay. Anyone going with him, or is this?
I'll walk with him just for protection purposes.
Lantern one hand, gem in the other for detect magic.
Now with dual rapiers pulled.
Okay.
Kind of
You guys are readied up.
Yep.
Theo, walking along the natural walls of the cavern, out by your side, you scan the walls. Nothing immediately jumps out at you. As you keep pushing along this left wall, it just seems to be this natural cavern. You see long faded evidence of places where scratches have been made on the wall, or places where I mean, this was at one point a dragon's den.
Right.
However long
Makes
ago it
sense.
was, you see evidence of this. And as you move along, you hear sounds of a culmination of voices whispering in your ear.
I'm gonna back at home and go. Voice.
No, this is Salen Fahor.
Oh
Who
shit.
speaks to you and says, "Well, I'm glad we finally found a dragon den."
Yeah. It's definitely useful, I
This
suppose.
is not the one, but at least we've made progress.
You can call it that. I don't exactly know what we're doing here, but
Looking for treasure from what I've heard.
well, yes, that is always helpful. But
As you make your way around the back of this large cavern, moving behind the dragon bones, you see. Make a perception check. Well,
all right,
each of you can make one.
All right, I'll help. I will
that
do my perception.
is
Perception, you said?
Just the two of them who are walking back there.
Damn,
perception.
I had a really good one too.
17.
That's gonna be a solid 7.
Okay.
Can I give my roll to somebody?
Evan, I can't hear you.
Oh, I wasn't
Evan's
talking
not
very
there.
loudly. I just
Yeah,
said
it's just
I
the
just
two of us right now.
whispered nat 1 baby, but yeah.
Oh,
Can I give my roll to somebody because I rolled really well?
No.
that's not how that works.
Damn it.
But I'll
Listen,
say
if you knew what I rolled, you would know. You would
you
understand.
notice, Timeros, that there are a couple other bodies on the ground next to you that seem to have tried the same thing. There's a skeleton with, a bash through its stomach. One of them who, it seems essentially like casing this scene. It looks like someone has been trying to take this gem out of the cave only for it to not go with them.
Yeah, so I'm gonna keep the gem in there.
Mhm.
And
That's
Theo.
fair. That's fair.
yeah.
At me. It's my name. Don't wear it out.
Is it though?
Moving along the back wall,
As far as you know.
you actually catch something as the light flickers. See the faintest hint of color. As you look, you realize that you're standing beside a large mural. Some ancient construction that has been long, long faded, but there's just the hints of the old colors that were used to put it together. An ancient architectural marvel, this beautiful painting on a rock canvas. And I suppose you do have detect.
I do have Detect Magic running. My radar.
There's a small spot on the wall that is actually glowing, but before anything, Hal, could you make a religion check for me?
Hey, my religion has actually gone up +2 since we started this camp.
Theo, you can do this as well.
All right, I got a +3.
Yeah, I have a +3 now, but I had a +1 to start this camp. The only time my abilities have gone up about it. That's gonna be a solid 5.
It's gonna be a solid
Or 6.
11.
Wow, I'm rolling like shit right
An 11.
It's very, very hard to tell what this was, if there was even a religious intent behind it, but you get this faint sense from a small portion of the wall. While you might not know the elven deity, Theo, you do know that at one point there was this ancient. The elves believe that the first elves were made when the god of elves had blood spilled and scattered across the world. First elves formed from that blood.
Name is like on the tip of my tongue. But I don't know what this religious symbol means. But I think it's from like the creation of elves, which I guess makes sense why it's here.
You see a small section of the wall
Or
that gives off this faint glow. Hal, you don't see it, but Theo, you recognize a ping from your detect magic as you see a small section, an indent in the wall. And on one side of it, you see this this opening, and on the other, a scattering of these sort of specks that seem to form what look to be elves the further right you go in the image.
okay, so creation of blood to elves.
But it comes back to this one segment that you actually see.
Look at how and say, all right, this is about creation. You see, these specks of blood turns into elves. They lead to this point. I'm going to point at this point here. What does this hole look like? Something would fit into it, or is it just?
Yep.
I'm going to say, go get Barnack or time arrows.
I
Shit,
think we need Luca.
get both.
I think he'll know it more than we. The history.
I don't think the history's that important. I think it's just we need to put the gem in this hole.
Okay, well, let's go get him.
So you guys need me for my magical expertise.
No, we need you to put a diamond rock in a diamond hole.
Yeah, sounds about right. That kind of makes sense.
Finishing identify as you pass further into this room, you actually read the symbols on the gem itself. They are activation. You know that they're paired to another set of arcane symbols, and as you actually reach the mural itself, the shattered pieces of diamond point back to this one point that Theo shows you.
Yeah, it's like it's right.
Because
there.
I have to put this in there.
Yeah,
I figured it out on my own, guys. I'm smart.
this is all about. This has so much meaning. You don't get it?
Does with
I
that,
was-
without like, because
this dude-
Timeros wouldn't have even noticed the wall when he walks up with the diamond, right? He goes to put it in. He's gonna look at the wall and be like, and just wait there for a moment as he reads the wall before he puts it in, because he's like fascinated by this.
Well,
Like,
there's
this is
no
something brand new in his head. where
there's
it's
no
like, this
wording
is-
on it. I don't think, but
No, but I feel like he would also understand this.
yeah, probably.
With the amount of history
religion,
he
too.
had. Yeah. So with him reading this, he's fascinated by it. 'Cause this is the first time he's seen something like this magnificent in this way.
Yeah, it's all about the first elven god got blood spilled, and his blood turned to the first elves. So you can see this is where the blood
The
comes
first
in.
elves, yeah.
So you can see how the blood comes more and more like elves.
Yep.
And I just put the gem in the hole.
Can you give me? I need to take that. This is a marvel that we're looking at right now.
You can look. I'm
this
sure.
is. I'd rather take this in the moment. This is something I've been this right here. This wall is something. It's a piece of what my personal reasoning of being this adventure is for.
How?
That seems fake. I see. You're
How?
My entire goal on this adventure is, yes, for one, to please Pyros at this point and get rid of all that.
This isn't even the same pantheon.
No. But now with everything changed, I'm not on just a goal for power. I'm on a quest for knowledge as well. Learning about all the different religions, learning about all the different magic. Gaining as much magic as I personally can handle is what I want to achieve. At this moment, this is the marvels of the world I want to find. This is something I've been searching for,
All right.
and I want to see this for a moment. And he's just gonna stare at it for a second and just awe. And then he's just gonna finally just.
I mean, it's a good painting.
It's not that it tells of a history of a pantheon at this point.
But so does Hal's book.
I want to read that book entirely.
But you can.
There's something different between just reading a book and finding like one of the original, what I can assume is one of the original things telling us. Like something like this is just so old that it's just something I want to take in.
All right, fair enough.
And this may not be something to you guys, but for me, you guys are all on this quest to destroy the cult, right? I'm here too, but I've always had an underlying thing that's driving me even more than just this cult. Originally it was Cthulhu, and now it's more on this, and even beneath Cthulhu, between Cthulhu and this cult was this quest for power and knowledge, and this is something that I was hoping to run across.
All right, then. I won't stop you.
Yes, enjoy.
I'm also going to try and copy this down, but not
Okay.
right now. That's for
there is
later.
There is a bit more to this actually that goes on beyond this particular section. Again, a lot of it's faded, but it does actually continue with some extra details as it goes on. But for the sake of brevity,
Yeah, I'm going to
As
put
you-
the gem in.
as you place the gem into this socket, there's a and the shifting of stone as part of the wall opens. So the secret door is revealed. And on the other side of that secret door, we find our next session.
It's a cliffhanger.
That's where we call
How-
the end of this one. Oh,
So first of all, my question to LC before was, is this like a metallic dragon's lair? And Doono is the metallic dragon.
I doubt Doono's a metallic dragon.
He led us into this trap.
Well, okay, so here's the thing. With the release of Fizzbands, right?
But he wasn't even near this when we rescued him.
No. But
But-
still, like, dragons are smart. Like, metallic dragons are very smart, right?
But what would be the end goal?
More shit. Like, we are adventurers that clearly hold a lot more than the average person. Like, we have magic items, we have gold. Like, everything a dragon would want to add to their hoard, we
Well,
kind
he
of.
fucking is now. You gave us this idea.
No, it would be more likely that it would be a chromatic dragon then, because a
Maybe
metallic dragon,
chromatic.
generally being good, wouldn't slaughter a bunch of adventurers just for
Their stuff.
I also haven't really looked into Fizzbands. I kind of
Fizzband.
whatever. I did kind of mix them up, but I know there is a type of dragon that can just turn into human and do that.
A lot
that.
can.
Yeah. I knew some dragons could turn into humans, and I didn't know if any true, evil ones, which I'm assuming could.
you guys barely avoided the mob attack section of this, so
I'm glad my cooler head prevailed.
Well,
I really like my choke point plan.
I won combat, but 40 people is a lot.
Yeah,
It-
was.
the more he
I was-
described it, the less it sounded like it would actually be a choke point.
yeah, it was really not much of a choke point. Like it was.
I
It was
also thought it was a lot smaller than
He
it.
said
So
40
No.
people, and I'm like,
Yeah, no, it was big enough to fit, an ancient bronze.
now
dragon,
we found that out. Bronze. Oh.
but Luca couldn't identify it. But
No, he was too tired.
you
Fair.
can
I mean,
go.
yeah.
You're not
Yeah.
not
You
being
can
held
dip now
up.
if you want. Oh yeah, I should probably buy all my pieces, or should I wait for next session?
I
Well,
bought
I'm-
one.
I'll wait. I'll wait for next session.
Cut the recording soon because I don't want to do too much aftershow stuff.
Do I buy all the pieces? There's a lot, LC.
Do all that. Good night, boys.
Good night.
I don't blame him.